From pretty much the present, this is your host, Adam Graham, welcoming you to a week of old-time radio detective podcast from 2013. Because these podcast episodes are quite old, offers and information contained in them are not valid unless they are reflected on our website at greatdetectives.net. Now enjoy a week of podcasts from our archives at the Great Detectives of Old Time Radio. Welcome to the Great Detectives of Old Time Radio. From Boise, Idaho, this is your host, Adam Graham. If you have a comment, email it to me, box13 at greatdetectives.net. And you can follow us on Twitter at Radio Detectives, and give us a call, 208-991-4783. Before we do get started, I want to encourage you to go to JohnnyDollarAir.com when you're making your travel plans. That's JohnnyDollarAir.com. It's a Priceline affiliate, and it's a great way to support the show. If you find a good deal on airline tickets, hotels, or rental cars, either through a published special or by using the great Name Your Own Price feature at Priceline, a portion of your purchase goes to support the program. And I really appreciate everybody who's been using that. Just remember, when you travel, JohnnyDollarAir.com. Now we're going to get into a new Johnny Dollar story. This one's called The Forbes Matter.
From Hollywood, it's time now for Johnny Dollar.
This is Pauline Morris at Victor Turner's office, Continental Adjustment Bureau.
Oh, hi, Pauline. How are you?
Just fine, thank you. Johnny, Mr. Turner asked me to get in touch with you and find out what you're working on at the moment.
Why, nothing. I was thinking of going to New York for a couple of days.
Well, good. Would you be interested in handling a case for us while you're there?
Oh, Pauline, I'm going to New York on a vacation.
Well, this shouldn't take too much time, and, Johnny, it's really one of our most important accounts.
Well, how much commission can I figure on?
Do you want the truth?
Sure.
Practically none.
Oh, fine. Why does Turner foist these things on me?
Oh, I guess it's my fault. I told him I thought you might do it as a favor to us.
For Mr. Turner or Continental Adjustment Bureau? No. For you? Okay, what is it?
Well,
Wait, better still, why don't you tell me about it over dinner? Say at the Crystal Room?
Oh, I'd love that. I've been wanting to go there for months.
Hey, you know something? I've been waiting for an excuse to take you there for years. 8 o'clock, Pauline?
8 o'clock.
Tonight and every weekday night, Bob Bailey in the transcribed adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Continental Adjustment Bureau, 418 Elizabeth Avenue, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Forbes matter. It started quite pleasantly.
Oh, no, Johnny, let's go back to the table and eat. I'm tired of dancing.
Yeah, but once you sit down, you'll start talking business again.
Well, of course I will. I do have a job to keep.
Okay. Frustrating girl.
Besides, the sooner you clear up this case, the longer you'll have for a vacation in New York.
I said okay. There you are, sit down.
Thank you.
All right, Miss Morris, let's have the bad news.
Well, the insurance company is Delaware Eastern Liability, New York office.
Yes, ma'am.
Their client who filed the complaint is a large dress manufacturing company. Century Styles Incorporated.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, and if you can manage to pick up one of their latest creations in my size while you're there, I love you forever.
Yes, ma'am. Now, let's dance.
No, wait. The auditors found a deficit in their books, $4,285. Well, naturally, the head of the company wants a settlement.
Yes, ma'am. Now, let's...
And, Johnny, your biggest problem will be Mr. Elliott. Mr. Robert Elliott, who I understand is something of a personality problem.
He can't be any more of a problem than I'm having with you.
Now, let's dance.
Expense account item 2, $28.63. Train fare and incidentals getting from Hartford to Manhattan. With me, I took all the necessary information concerning the indemnity claim of Century Styles with Delaware Eastern Liability and Trust. I arrived at Grand Central at 2:05 and was checked in at the New Weston by 2:30. Air brisk, sky clear, weather cold. Expense account item 3, 10 cents, phone call. To Robert P. Elliott, Century Styles Incorporated. Mr. Elliott said he would be happy to see me, so I went right over and found a 4-story building that housed 2 floors of factory and 2 floors of offices. The factory was the usual crowded, noisy collection of machinery and people. The general offices overstuffed and overheated and overcrowded.
Girls, you must get ready. Come on, girls, now.
What the Sam Hill?
Jenny, you'll just have to reduce. How can we fit you when the pins keep popping out?
Pardon me. I'm looking for Mr. Elliott.
You are?
True.
Well, I'm Robert Elliott. Oh, you must be Mr. Dollar.
That's right.
Stand by, Jenny, sweet.
Please, these pins.
We all suffer for our art child. Now, bear up. I'll deliver you soon. This way, Mr. Dollar, to a quiet corner.
Mr. Elliott was small and wiry, wearing white huaraches, green slacks, a corduroy jacket, and a flower print shirt of no identifiable color. As I followed him across the large and elegant showroom floors, I couldn't help stealing glances at the merchandise, animate and inanimate. Everything I saw was strictly high class, a group of goddesses. Mr. Elliott led me through a pair of swinging doors into an office with a carpet so thick I couldn't see my shoe tops. A desk in Russian gray sprawled in one corner.
My office, Mr. Dollar.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you how grateful I am that you're here, that the insurance company heeded my call.
Well, I hope we can help you straighten this matter out.
Well, it's scandalous. It's truly scandalous. $5,000, really.
The complaint said $4,285, Mr. Elliott.
Well, that's almost $5,000. Besides, I like to deal in round figures. Brett and Arnbeach are my auditors, and they said that you are the very important investigator in insurance circles.
Well, I'm flattered. Did they happen to leave a copy of their findings?
Yes, they did. They most certainly did. But before I give it to you, I must explain how awful this situation is.
Please do.
Well, you've no doubt heard of Patricia's things.
No, I don't think...
Patsy's things? Why, of course... Oh, you're just joking. I am Patsy's things. In fact, I made Patsy's things. It's our highest price line, you know, evening dresses.
Oh, you don't say.
I definitely do. Oh, the nights of thankless work that go into creating just one gown. One supreme gown for the season.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'll tell you, Mr. Dollar, it's a thankless task in one respect. But that's a different story. What I'm trying to say is that this loss is devastating me. I mean it. I simply must have an adjustment immediately.
Well, the insurance company sympathizes with you, Mr. Elliott. We'll try to adjudicate it as quickly as possible.
Oh, that's comforting. That's very comforting. Oops. Rob Elliott here. In my opinion, hats are just not important this year. Yes? No. Positively no. No advance layouts on the new line. Not until later. No, not tomorrow. No, I can't. I simply cannot.
Anything wrong?
Well, that's what I mean. That's what I'm trying to explain. This matter simply must be handled with all dispatch, Mr. Dollar. You see, my firm operates on a...
Shoestring?
Well, Spider's hair would be more apt. $5,000. Mr. Dollar, that comparatively small loss is stopping me from showing my new line of Patsy's...
The evening dresses?
Yes. I must show them before month's end or I'll lose my entire opportunity for profit. So, you see, I must have compensation for the loss.
I think I get the picture, Mr. Elliott.
Now, there. That was the newspaper calling, and it's terrible. They all want advance viewings of my new line, and I simply can't afford to. I can't afford to pay my help to produce the models. Mr. Dollar, for 3 agonizing months I worked. Frantically, I drew, I cut, I stitched. And not one warp or woof of my creation can be exhibited, unless this matter is settled.
Then suppose we get down to business.
Well, the business is that some ruthless brigand pussyfooted off with my company's money.
Well, do you have any idea?
I don't have, no, not so much as a footprint or a strand of hair. And, Mr. Dollar, if you don't find out who it was and return my money, I'll be cremated. Professionally cremated, that is. Why, I might even have to join the Foreign Legion.
Well, don't worry, Mr. Elliott. If your loss is verified, and apparently a reputable auditing firm has already done that, I can assure you that the insurance company will reimburse that loss in the time it takes to get a check made out and in the mail.
Oh, good. I'll be forever grateful.
Well, while you're in this mood, would you mind me having a little closer rundown on what happened?
Well, the auditors simply uncovered a shortage, that's all.
I know that much, Mr. Elliott. May I see their report?
Yes, of course. There. Isn't that binder an atrocious green?
Well, if you say so. I'd like to keep this, Mr. Elliott, to verify my report.
Of course, Mr. Dollar. Anything at all. Just save me.
I left Mr. Elliott in a fainting condition, went back to my hotel, and studied the auditor's report. The obvious conclusion after an hour's reading was that the funds had been embezzled by someone in the bookkeeping department. A series of crude erasures and bad fumblings indicated that whoever had done it had been something less than expert. In fact, he or she had been almost idiotic. The next morning, I confirmed my own findings with Mr. Brett at the auditor's office.
We uncovered the loss 2 days ago and advised Mr. Elliott to contact his insurance company first.
Sure.
Dollar, any reservations on your part?
No, Elliott's got a legitimate loss here. I'm sending in my report today. He should be compensated in another 2 days.
He'll be relieved to know about that.
I know. I met him.
Well, what's your next step?
Well, we'll pay off Elliott so he won't have heart failure. But, of course, we'll try to make recovery. I noticed the losses were in book series F6 through G10.
Yes.
Did you talk to personnel over there at his place?
Mm-hmm. A fellow by the name of Forbes handled that series for them.
In the accounting office, of course.
Oh, yes. Been with Century Styles for 5 years.
Where is he now?
He's still there.
Huh?
Mm-hmm. I thought it was kind of funny, too. A fellow pulling a crude job like this and not trying to run out. No, he's still working for them.
Well, maybe he isn't the one at that.
Forbes was in charge of those books. I don't see how it could possibly be anyone else.
No, neither do I, Mr. Brett. May I use your phone?
Oh, sure. Help yourself.
I noticed all the money was stolen in the last 4 weeks.
Yes. You'd think he'd at least have strung it out. Greedy, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Hello. District Attorney's office, please. My name's Dollar. I want to talk to someone about a warrant. Embezzling funds, grand theft. Oh, hold it, please. Forbes. What's his full name?
Sheldon Thomas Forbes.
Thanks. Sheldon Thomas Forbes, bookkeeper at Century Styles Incorporated. Good. I'm on my way. Expense account item 4. $3. Cab fare to the offices of John L. Gregory, Deputy District Attorney. I explained the situation to Mr. Gregory and furnished him with the auditor's report. An hour later, I was back at Century Styles with our friend, Mr. Elliott.
Well, if it has to be, it has to be.
There he is.
Forbes?
Third desk.
Sheldon Thomas Forbes was a tall, dark-complexioned man in his early 30s. His hair was black, straight, and closely cropped. His features regular, not good, not bad. The kind of man you see every day on the street. Somehow, the kind of man I hadn't expected would swipe $5,000.
Oh, Mr. Forbes?
Yes?
This gentleman would like to see you. I feel like Brutus.
Oh, why don't you run along, Mr. Elliott? I'll handle it from here.
Oh, thank you.
Hello?
Sheldon Forbes?
Yes.
My name's Dollar, Continental Adjustment Bureau. We represent Delaware Mutual Liability. They cover this firm for losses by theft and fire.
Uh-huh.
2 days ago, the auditing firm of Brett and Arn Beach located a loss of almost $5,000 here. Naturally, the matter came to our attention. I'd like to talk to you about it.
Why me?
There's every indication that the losses occurred in the particular accounts you've been handling.
Uh-huh.
You do handle books F6 through G10?
Yes?
Will you step over here a minute, please?
Sure.
Would you look at this, please? Your figures?
Yes?
Your handwriting?
Uh-huh.
Your entries and your initials?
Yes.
Well, what do you have to say?
Nothing.
Look, you know why I'm talking to you, why I came to you first.
Yes?
Still nothing to say?
Nothing.
Well, aren't you being a little silly?
Why? I stole the money. You've proved it. What am I supposed to say?
You admit it.
How can I deny it?
Okay, we've got that much covered. Well, look, my company's interested in recovery of $4,285. Do you understand?
I think so.
Oh, now, Forbes, come to your senses. What do you want to do? Go to jail, or do you want to give the money back?
Oh, that's funny.
Well, no, I don't think it's funny. I doubt if you will.
I've got 16 cents in my pocket. Will that help?
Where's the money?
I haven't got it, Mr. Dollar. You'll have to take me to jail. Shall we go?
Okay. Johnny Dollar.
Rob Elliott here, Mr. Dollar. Century style?
I know, Mr. Elliott. How are you today?
Terrible, Mr. Dollar. I feel terrible. I'm calling from the district attorney's office.
You there about Sheldon Forbes?
Yes, I had no idea I'd have to act. They want me to sign a complaint.
Well, that's pretty usual, Mr. Elliott. Forbes admitted taking the money from your firm. He's guilty as charged. You're the injured party. They want to get on with the prosecution.
Oh, dear.
So you do whatever they say, Mr. Elliott.
Well, will it affect my payment at all? Payment of the claim?
No, not a bit. Your check's on the way to you right now.
Oh, that's a relief. Now, how about you? Are you going back to Hartford? Should I thank you now?
You can thank me, but I'm not going back.
What?
My job's just beginning. I have to recover the money for the insurance company.
Tonight and every weekday night, Bob Bailey in the transcribed adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Continental Adjustment Bureau, 418 Elizabeth Avenue, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Forbes matter theft of nearly $5,000. Expenses continued. Item 4, I think it is, $10, deposited on a rented car. First stop, Central Division Headquarters, where I was informed that Sheldon Thomas Forbes had been formally arraigned and was being held in the city jail. Second stop, an address on 56th Street. Second floor next to a dental laboratory. And on the door it said Edward Gumby, attorney at law. And below it said, walk in. So I did.
Hello out there.
Mr. Gumby?
Yes, sir. Come on in. It's warmer in here.
Edward Gumby was standing in front of a gas heater in the inner office, which consisted of nothing more than a telephone, a desk, and a dozen law books. He was a medium-sized man, about 40 or so, a little tired, a little seedy, but he had a nice grin.
Dollar?
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Gumby. You don't know me. I'm with Continental Adjustment Bureau, representing Delaware Eastern Liability in this Forbes matter.
Oh, yes, of course.
Understand you're representing Sheldon Forbes, is that right?
Well, I don't know whether it is or not, Mr. Dollar. I happened to be in magistrate's court this morning when Forbes was arraigned. I took him on because he didn't have counsel and the court appointed me. I don't know whether he took me on or not. Sit down.
Oh, thanks.
New York is the coldest city in the world. Absolutely the coldest when it's cold.
Yeah, it sure is. Look, I don't want to take up a lot of your time, Mr. Gumby.
Time? I've got time, boy. That's all I've got. What's on your mind?
Your client, mostly. He's admitted guilt. But, of course, we're interested in recovering the money he stole.
$4,285.
Yeah.
Well, I can't blame your company for that.
Well, prosecution could probably be stopped if we made recovery.
Sure.
I thought I'd tell you this in case you had any influence on Forbes.
Well, I appreciate that, Mr. Dollar. It's very understandable. But as I say, I was court appointed. I really haven't talked to him yet. So I'll have to confess I don't have any influence with him at all yet. Struck me as a nice sort of chap.
Mm-hmm.
Don't quite get it myself. Probably an explanation for it. Married once, I understand, and widowed right after the war. He worked for Century Styles about 5 years. Have you talked to the police yet?
No.
I understand they're going to work on it today. Maybe they'll have a little more information for you about the recovery. Probably find the money in an old sock or something like that. That's the way these things generally run, you know.
I agreed with Mr. Gumby. That was truly the way these kind of cases usually ran. And I was a little surprised that afternoon when I spoke to the officers at the city jail. They reported that a complete search of Forbes' apartment and automobile unearthed nothing like the missing money. They further reported that they had found no reliable evidence of any material possessions that the money could have been spent for. My next stop, city jail.
He won't tell you anything. Kept his trap shut all the time he's been in here. As far as we've been able to find out, no previous record, no background. Been checking his prints with Washington. I don't know about this one. You know, ex-cop-wise. Know what I mean? Won't give a police officer the time of day. That means he could have been in before.
On the other hand, it could mean he's just scared.
That, too. Well,
Well, now what?
Take it easy, Forbes. This is Mr. Dollar. He wants to talk to you.
Hello, Forbes.
Hi.
See you later, Dollar.
Yeah, thanks, Sergeant.
Just give a yell when you're finished.
Right. They treating you okay?
Swell. What do you want?
I want to talk to you.
Well, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to anybody.
Why not?
I just don't want to see anybody. That's all.
Now, you're acting like a baby, Forbes. You'll have to talk to somebody.
Don't lecture me, Mr. Insurance Investigator. I've had all the lectures I want. From myself. I don't know why you're here. I thought we settled our business yesterday. The whole thing's just a technicality. I've been arraigned, they've got my confession. I'll go into a court, and they'll give me the business. What are you doing in here, anyway? It's a swell day to be outside.
Yeah, it is. Want to smoke?
Oh, thanks. Well, why are you here?
To help you out of this mess, if you'll let me.
It's funny.
Not a bit.
Why should you want to help me?
Well, it's not because I have any use for you, mister. You're nothing to me but a guy who stole a pile of money. My job is to get it back. $4,285.
Oh, that...
Yes, that. Now, how about it, Forbes?
Isn't it enough that I'm in jail? That I'll go to prison?
That's enough for the police, but not for my insurance company.
Oh, it's too bad about your insurance company.
No, it's too bad about you. You're being foolish. A whole or partial recovery can have a great deal to do with what happens to you from now on. 3 years is the minimum sentence, you know. 12 years maximum. Now, is it worth it?
Sure. Sure, it's worth it. And I don't want to be foolish anymore. But I have been foolish. I took it and I spent it. Every dime of it. There's no way to pay it back.
What did you spend it on?
It doesn't make any difference.
May make a lot of difference. You can redeem it, turn it back.
No, I can't.
Why did you take the money? All right, look, your salary's close to $100 a week. You're single. Wasn't that enough to live on?
Why don't you get out of here? I don't have anything to tell you.
Ever been in trouble before?
Huh?
Under another name in another state?
No,
They consider backgrounds like that when a man comes up to be sentenced. Forbes, this is your first offense.
I know.
Are you trying to shield someone?
Why don't you go away?
Have you been trying the market? Did you gamble it?
No. Just leave me alone. I won't tell you a thing.
If you bought something with it or gave it to someone, if it can be recovered in some part.
No, I tell you. Just go away and leave me alone.
I'd like to. Believe me, I would. You're a thief, Forbes, and you're going to get what's coming to you, but I can't leave you alone.
Listen.
No, you listen to me. If I don't get the information I want from you, I'll get it elsewhere. I'm going to be very honest with you. Eastern Delaware wrote a comprehensive policy on Century Styles promising to indemnify them in full for every loss caused by fire or theft on their premises. In case you didn't know, Forbes, an insurance company won't take the word of some guy sitting in a jail cell feeling sorry for himself where there's cash to be recovered. Now, you swiped it within the last month. You have something to show for it somewhere, somehow. Whatever you spend it on, or whoever you spend it on, remember that money is the same as stolen property. A car, a diamond ring, or something. Now, if you give it to someone or spend it, when it wasn't yours, it's still redeemable, and we mean to redeem it. All right, now, what do you have to say?
This won't do you any good. Don't try to bulldoze me. I'm no punk caught crawling into a drugstore window late at night. I'm a college graduate. I've been in the business world 10 years or better. I know what I want to tell you and what I want to keep to myself. And I don't want to talk to you about this. You or anybody else. I can't make it any clearer than that. Do you understand? And there's no way or no person who can make me talk about it. I took the lousy money. I've admitted that. I did a bad job of it. You caught me. I confessed. And you've got me. Now, what more is there? That's the whole story.
Okay. Have it your way, Forbes.
Go away. Just go away.
On my way out, I saw his attorney, Edward Gumby, on his way in to see Forbes. I waited around the sergeant's desk. Accidentally, on purpose, I glanced at the admitted visitors register. Only 2 people had contacted Forbes since his arrest, Gumby and myself. That struck me as odd. A glance at his folder named no close relatives, named no one, in fact. I was thinking about that when Gumby came out from his visit. Gumby looked worn out.
Hiya.
Hi. How'd you do?
Not so good.
Hey, tell me something. He asked you to contact a girl or anyone?
Nope. I don't think he has a girl. I don't think he has anybody. You want some coffee?
Yeah, good idea. We slushed across the street and found a diner. Expense account item 5.42 cents. Coffee and sinkers for Ed Gumby and myself.
I think you're going to strike out, Dollar.
I already have.
And I think I have too.
Huh?
You know what I've been talking to him about in there all this time? The same thing as you, restitution. But he won't open his mouth about it. He did say one thing, though. He wants me to waive a jury trial and go up for sentencing.
What?
Yeah. Plead guilty and take it. He's sure to get at least 3 years. What can I do?
Yeah. Got any ideas?
Oh, I've got a lot of ideas, Dollar, and all of them make me sick inside. That boy's not a criminal. He took that money because he was desperate about something. You know that from the awkward way he took it. He spent it on something, and he won't talk about it. But now he's about to ruin his whole life, in spite of what you or I or anybody else tries to do for him. All he has to do is give back the money or promise restitution or call up a friend and borrow it. With his clean background, the court had listened to a mercy plea.
You told him all this?
I told him. I told him and you told him, and what does he do? He waives his right. I tell you, I'm going to hate to file this waiver, but I've got to do it.
Yeah, I know how you feel. More coffee?
No. No, thanks. Dollar, you know what Forbes is?
What?
He's something I call a calendar job.
Calendar job?
33 years old. Now think about that. Born with one war just ended. Raised in a depression, and then bango, another war. I might say the first 25 years of his life, nothing but war and depression, or the effects thereof. A calendar job. Apparently it's what he wants. But, Mr. Dollar, I'm going to hate to see him go to prison.
You know something, Mr. Gumby? So am I.
There'll be another intriguing episode in our story of the Forbes matter tomorrow.
Tomorrow, a sudden twist in the case that throws all the usual theories right out the window. The unexpected. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, is transcribed in Hollywood. Written by John Dawson, it is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone. Be sure to join us tomorrow night, same time and station, for the next exciting episode of Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Roy Rowan speaking.
Welcome back. This definitely looks to be one of those cases that relies on human drama very much, and not so much a great mystery, at least the way it's working out now. Now, I do want to note I've had a couple listeners email me about this, that fortunately, many of you, perhaps even the majority, when you received episode 973, had the programs backwards. We had just started using Johnny Dollar ahead of the Carter Brown, and it had it in reverse. There's a slight miscommunication between myself and Andrew on the editing, so that should be fixed. I do apologize for the difficulty on that. But we should be clear going forward. All right, well, that'll actually do it for today. We'll be back on Wednesday with Part 3 and Part 4 of the Forbes matter. Today's episode is brought to you by the support of our listener. Thank you so much for your support. Now it's time for today's episode of Mr. Moto, Blackmail.
This is Mr. Moto, Mr. I.A. Moto.
The National Broadcasting Company presents the world's most brilliant international secret agent, Mr. I.A. Moto, the popular Japanese character created by Pulitzer Prize winner John P. Marquand. Mr. Moto is quiet, suave, impeccably groomed, and he is fighting the enemies of law and order with courage and heroism. His only weapons are his mind, sharp and lightning fast, together with his cool and calculated knowledge of the behavior patterns exhibited by every race of people in the world. Tonight's story is one of Blackmail, starring Mr. Moto, Mr. I.A. Moto.
Eileen Duclette has known me since I was a child in San Francisco. Now that she is 60, I feel for her almost the same affection as for my own revered mother. Still, she has the kind of courage that made her keep a scheduled Red Cross engagement the day after she received notification that her eldest son had been killed on Guadalcanal. Now she was in trouble, and she had sent for me. She received me in the morning room of her Fifth Avenue house. Her fine old eyes were strained with worry and bewilderment.
Mr. Moto, I've had the most incredible shock. I simply don't know which way to turn.
Then turn, my dear old friend, to me. Come now, let me share your trouble. That, after all, is what friends are for.
It's Paul.
What about Paul?
I have reason to believe that my youngest son
is what?
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I just wouldn't believe it.
Please, tell me.
Well, last night I couldn't sleep. I tossed around till 3 in the morning. Then I put on a robe and came down to the library. It was so warm I sat outside. There are French doors that open from the library to the patio. I was sitting there in the dark when quite suddenly someone switched on the library lights. It was Paul. He couldn't see me, but I could see him quite clearly.
And?
He stole a necklace of mine out of the library wall safe.
Stole it?
Mr. Moto, he was wearing gloves.
I see.
Then he turned off the lights and went upstairs.
Without knowing you had seen him?
Yes. It worried me so I couldn't sleep all night. Finally, I telephoned you.
The necklace is valuable?
Baguette diamonds and cabochon emeralds set in platinum. One of the emeralds weighs 34 carats. It was a wedding gift from my husband. But since his death, I practically never wear it.
And Paul knows this?
Yes. He knows that, months might go by before I missed it.
And you want it back?
I could probably get it back by going up to his room and asking for it. That isn't what I want. I want to help him. He's all I have in the world.
So our problem is why? Why did he steal it?
Yes.
He needs money, perhaps?
He has a good position, and he gets $1,000 a month from his father's estate.
Mrs. Duclette, has Paul never married?
No.
Why do you hesitate?
Oh, there was a girl once. They were engaged. She died.
Oh, I am so sorry.
Mr. Moto, I don't get upset very easily, but I'm sure there's something wrong in this house. Something evil and terrifying and dishonest. I know Paul is in trouble. Trouble that I'm too old. Mr. Moto.
Yes.
Who would telephone Paul at 9:15 in the morning?
How do you know it's for Paul?
There's an extension in his bedroom. He's obviously answered it.
But surely Paul has many friends who telephone him.
Seldom at 9:15. And especially the night after his stolen necklace. Mr. Moto, I want you to listen to that conversation.
My dear old friend, to eavesdrop on someone else's
Hurry up,
conversation.
but it will hang up.
I am afraid.
Hurry.
But it's such a...
Then I...
No, if you insist.
Lift the receiver quietly.
Calling me at home. Nervous? Riddick, I mean it. Don't telephone me at home. Get the necklace? Yes, last night. Bring it to the Maltese room of the Berkeley at 7. All right. And Paul, if you want to stay living, don't try anything smart. Riddick. Hello?
Well, Paul is meeting a man named Riddick in the Maltese room of the Berkeley at 7.
To give him the necklace?
Yes.
But why? Why?
Mrs. DeClette, has Paul ever been arrested?
No.
You're sure?
Oh, 2 or 3 minor traffic violations.
And that is all?
Yes.
My dear old friend, this is not my usual line of work. I am sailing for Europe in a week.
Oh, please, you've got to help me. I couldn't possibly go to the police, not about my own son. Please, Mr. Moto, you're the only one I can trust.
Well, then of course I will help you. Please, try not to worry. Let me do that for you. Now, do you suppose that Paul...
coming.
Morning, Mother. I'm afraid I'm late for breakfast, but... Why, Mr. Moto.
Hello, Paul.
Good morning, dear.
How are you, Mr. Moto?
Fine, thank you.
You and Mother hatching up a plot?
Your mother and I meet for a gossip twice a year, like stockholders.
Well, I'm sorry I can't join you. I'm late for the office.
Dining home tonight?
No. Barbara and I are going to the theater.
Give her my love. Have a nice time.
Thanks. I'm sorry to rush off, Mr. Moto. Hope I'll see you soon.
Goodbye, Paul.
Bye, darling.
Goodbye.
You must admit he's a good actor.
Impeccable.
Oh, he's so fine. So decent. Mr. Moto, what can we do?
I will go to the Maltese room at 7. In the meantime, I'll make a few inquiries. I am sure that whatever the trouble is, Paul will be all right.
Mr. Moto, there's just one thing.
Yes?
Some years ago, I needed money rather badly. I didn't want to disturb investments, so I sold the necklace for $50,000.
And later bought it back?
Well, it seemed silly to have that amount of money in jewelry I never wore. I had a duplicate made.
You mean the necklace Paul took last night?
Yes. It's worth about $200.
Judge Burns, it is very kind of you to see me on such short notice.
Mr. Moto, I'm here to help people, especially people like you.
Thank you so much. I would like to check the police files on a young man named Paul DeClette.
Paul DeClette?
Yes. Do you know him?
Why, yes, I do. And his mother. I've known her for many years.
A very gracious lady.
Yes, she is, Mr. Moto. Paul DeClette has no prison record. I'm quite positive the files on him are negative.
But you would have no objection if I checked?
I'm afraid I would.
Judge Burns, I do not understand.
Look, Mr. Moto, I know you've done some brilliant work for the government. You're a man of honor and integrity. Naturally, I wish to cooperate with you in every way I can. However...
Yes?
You are not a licensed detective in New York State.
That is true.
And if you wish to check Paul DeClette's file, you will have to get a notarized statement from him authorizing you to do so.
But surely, Judge Burns, between friends this formality can be dispensed with.
I'm afraid not.
But a detective's license would damage my cover as a secret agent. My regular work is done completely incognito. I am merely trying to assist an old friend.
And you must do so through routine channels.
Very well. I am sorry if I have bothered you.
Not at all.
I assure you our next contact will be along much more formal lines.
Eileen, Chester, can you talk freely?
Yes, I'm alone.
Do you know a Japanese named Moto?
Yes, I do.
By any chance, is he working for you?
Oh, well, yes, he is. Quite unofficially.
Unofficially? Have you lost your mind? Do you realize what could happen to me if that little man ever reopened the Houghton murder case?
Oh, Mr. Moto.
Hello, Paul.
I didn't expect to see you again today.
The Maltese room is my favorite bar.
Oh, is it?
Yes. Its mood falls gently on one's nerves.
By any chance, you wouldn't be following me?
My dear boy, what a ridiculous suggestion. Will you have a cocktail?
Oh, no, thanks. I'm meeting a friend who should be here any minute. Oh, in fact, there he is now down the bar. Will you excuse me?
Certainly. And remember to call me someday soon for lunch.
Yes, I'll do that. Hello, Radek.
Who's that you were talking to?
A friend?
You in on this?
Don't be crazy.
You sure?
Of course I'm sure. Relax.
Got the necklace?
Yes. Have you the letter?
I said I would, didn't I?
Give it to me.
Sure.
Thanks. Here's the necklace.
Under the bar, you idiot.
Listen, Radek, this finishes it. If you ever phone me or try to get in touch with me again, I'll...
You what?
This is the end, you understand? It's finished.
Oh, shut up and relax. Put the letter in the pocket.
Remember, Radek, don't call me again, ever.
So long, Paul. I'll be seeing you. And keep out of trouble.
Pardon me.
Paul?
Look, Mr. Moto, will you leave me alone?
Would you prefer that I arrested you?
Look, Moto, whatever it is you've been drinking, have a couple more and go home.
What did you give Mr. Radek under the bar?
What are you talking about?
The emerald necklace you stole last night.
Listen, Moto, do you write detective fiction?
Your mother saw you take it.
Oh, now look here,
saw you. She was outside on the patio. She couldn't sleep. I detest scenes in bars. I want a few minutes conversation with you alone. You will be so kind as to come quietly to my apartment now.
All right, I'm here. What do we do next?
Paul, I am your friend. Do you believe that?
Why should I?
I have known your mother since before you were born.
So did my father.
Paul, I know that you are in trouble. I want to help you. Your mother saw you take this necklace. She is worried and upset. For her sake, I am trying to protect the honor of the declared name.
Oh, don't give me that oriental stuff about honor of the family.
Paul, if you could see your way clear to trust me, I have no other motive but to be a friend. I am very fond of your mother, and I am very fond of you. Now tell me, please, you did give Radek the necklace, didn't you?
Yes.
In return for a letter?
Yes.
Blackmail?
Yes.
Involving what?
Murder?
Murder?
I was in love with a girl named Mary Houghton. She was a singer in a nightclub that Radek owned.
Radek owned it?
He started out as a baker's helper when he was 16. He stole and fought and shot his way up to the top. He ended up owning the Canyon Club. Mary Houghton sang there. I was crazy about her. I was just a kid, and she was...
Dear boy, it is a very familiar pattern.
We were going to be married. Then I found out that Radek was paying the rent on her apartment. I wrote her a letter. Here, you may as well read it.
Dearest Mary, I have thought about us all night. Can't you understand how tortured I am and that I'd rather you were dead than married to Radek? I promise you I'll kill you before I... Paul, how old were you when you wrote this?
21.
Did you kill her?
No.
Oh, dear.
Well, I don't know. There were always a lot of older men. She even had a friend of mother's, a judge.
Judge? Judge Burns?
Yes, do you know him?
Only slightly. Are you suggesting that Judge Burns...
Or Radek. It could have been anybody. She played the field.
And you were so in love with her you didn't care?
Yes.
Then what happened?
No, there was an inquest. The verdict was suicide.
You had an alibi?
I was at my fraternity house. They had trouble fixing the exact time of death.
Why?
It was winter, 12 degrees below zero. All the windows in her apartment were left open. The body was frozen.
Who found her?
Radek. Went through her personal effects, found this letter, and kept it.
And then telephoned the police?
Oh, no. Then he went home.
The building superintendent found her the next morning. One of the radiators was frozen and had burst. It leaked, and he went in to repair it.
And none of this came out at the inquest?
No. Everybody concerned had an alibi, and the case was dropped.
Dropped? But why?
It seemed at the time as though there was pressure from higher up. Maybe Radek had something on the police. I don't know.
And how long has this blackmail been going on?
Well, this is the first time. Radek lost a lot of money recently.
Paul, blackmail is something that never ends.
What do you mean?
I mean that Radek, in all probability, has made photostats of this letter.
But he promised me. He gave me his word.
His word? Paul, besides, the necklace you gave him was an imitation.
What?
Yes, your mother told me this morning.
But Dad gave it to her.
She sold the original some time ago. She needed money.
Then, when Radek tries to sell it, he'll...
Exactly. So, if he has not made photostats of the letter, our position is excellent.
But how can we find out? What can we do?
Where does Radek live?
The Gorham Hotel, room 1123.
Telephone him. Do you know his number?
Yes, but what'll I say?
Nothing. If he answers, hang up. I merely wish to find out if he is at home.
Mr. Radek, please. 1123. Thank you.
Are they ringing?
Yeah. He's not in.
Then we shall break into his room and search it.
Oh, you're crazy.
Surreptitious entry is something about which I know a great deal. I have the equipment and the experience. Now, come along. We took a taxi to the Gorham Hotel. The 11th floor hallway was deserted, but brilliantly lit. Radek's door was around a corner in a dead end of the hall. While I worked on the lock, Paul stood guard nervously.
Hurry up.
Delicacy and haste are poor companions.
Can you open it?
It would help if you were quiet.
What do we do if Radek comes back?
We will rely on the inspiration of the moment. Come along.
If we're caught here, we'll be...
Turn on the lights. Now, where would a man of Radek's disposition hide valuable papers?
The desk.
Too obvious. Let me think.
Mr. Moto, listen. Someone's coming. It's Radek. I know that whistle.
Go in the bathroom quickly. Don't close the door. Just keep out of sight and be quiet.
He carries a gun, Moto. He's
Go in the bathroom quickly and be quiet. Do not come out unless I call you.
Be careful. He's dynamite. What?
Please, Mr. Radek, do not reach for your gun. This is a friendly call.
How the devil did you get in here? Who are you?
The door was unlocked, so I took the liberty of coming in.
You did you? Well, you can take the liberty of getting out fast.
Mr. Radek, would you like to make a great deal of money?
Beat it.
I am serious. Surely there is no harm in our discussing it. There is something I want done.
That's so? Like what?
May we talk it over?
The 2 minute talk fast.
You are most kind. May I have a cigarette?
Look, what is this? What goes on?
I have come to you because you have a reputation for being a tough man. And Mr. Radek, I need a tough man. I need him so badly, I am willing to pay $20,000 for his services.
20,000?
Yes. Are you interested?
I might be. What is it?
May I have that cigarette?
Sure. Here.
Thank you so much. You have a match?
A lighter.
Thank you. Jiu-jitsu is very handy for dealing with tough men, Mr. Radek.
Listen, what is nice?
You will observe that a few ounces more pressure on your elbow will tear the shoulder bone from the socket. Paul,
yes.
Come here quickly.
Now listen, Paul, have you dreamed up?
Steady, gun, quickly.
Right. Got it.
Mr. Radek, we have very little time. You will never use this arm again unless you give us what we want. Where are the photostats of that letter?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Another half inch, Mr. Radek, and you will be a cripple. Where are they?
In an envelope. Bottom drawer of the bureau.
Get them, Paul.
Yes, they're here.
Is that all of them, Medic?
Yes.
I don't believe you.
It's true. I had a dozen made. That's all.
Count them, Paul.
I am. That's right. There's a dozen.
The negative?
It's here, too.
Keep him covered, Paul. All right, Riddick. Get up. I would advise you not to try blackmail again. It is a revolting profession. Go ahead, Paul.
Now, listen. What's your name?
I am Mr. Moto. Mr. I.A. Moto. If you wish to see me, I am in the Manhattan Directory. Good night, Mr. Riddick.
Oh, Mr. Moto, I don't know how to thank you.
Don't. Something is radically wrong.
Wrong? Why?
Give me Mr. Riddick's gun. Thank you. Oh, by the way, here is your mother's necklace.
What? You took it from him?
It was extremely simple. Paul, I have some other calls to make. Go home. If Riddick gets in touch with you again, telephone me at once at my apartment.
But why would he? We've gotten the photo stats and...
Unfortunately, I am quite sure that I have bungled. Judge Burns, I too have friends in high places in this city. I was given access to the files on the Mary Houghton murder case.
Moto, I'm not interested. I told you that.
Nevertheless, you shall listen. The bullet which killed Mary Houghton was fired from a German Luger automatic of 9mm caliber. The gun was never found until tonight.
What do you mean?
In Carl Radek's possession. Item 2. A single strand of short gray hair was sent to the police laboratory. It had been found under Mary Houghton's fingernail.
How do you know all this?
The cellular arrangement, diameter, and general condition of the hair was being examined when the laboratory attendant was suddenly called to the police commissioner's office. When he returned, the hair had disappeared. Why?
Get out of here.
Judge Burns, your hair is both gray and short. Hello?
Mr. Moto, it's Paul DeClette.
Ah, good morning, Paul. Did you sleep well?
I just heard from Radek. He's on his way over.
To your house?
Yes, right now.
Is your mother in?
She has a headache. She's still in bed.
I will be there in 15 minutes.
You two think you can get away with this? You're crazy. There's nobody pulls a trick like that on me.
Mr. Radek, it is obvious.
Shut up. I'll do the talking. Paul, you murdered Mary Hart. I didn't. All right, try explaining that letter in court. Now, either pay me off or it goes to the police by noon.
There were more than a dozen photostats made.
As a matter of fact, there weren't.
Mr. Moto, what's he mean? We got 12 of them. I think he's bluffing.
Paul, I used to be a baker. Remember?
Ah, a baker's dozen.
13. Now, let's cut out the fooling around. And don't try offering me that phony necklace. $50,000 in cash by noon. You've got 2 hours and a half, so you better get started.
I can't possibly get $50,000 in cash by noon.
Now wake up your old lady and tell her to cash a check.
That will not be necessary, Mr. Riddick.
Mother.
This is because it is needless for
On
you
the
to be...
contrary, Mr. Moto, it's very important that I be included in this discussion. I've been listening at the door. Mr. Riddick, get out.
Look, Grandma, Junior here's a killer. You can come down off your high and mighty throne.
Mother, I didn't kill her. I didn't.
That letter will send you to the chair so fast you won't know what hit you.
Tell him, Mr.
All right, let's cut out the talk. $50,000 in cash by noon or Sonny Boy can take the consequences.
Mr. Moto, you have guessed the truth. Judge Burns telephoned me. I hate to do this to him, but I have no other choice.
What do you mean, Judge Burns?
Mother, are you trying to say that Judge Burns killed Mary?
No, Paul. She is trying to say that she did. My dear old friend, if only you had told me everything from the beginning.
Oh, I didn't think it would be necessary. I never connected Paul stealing the necklace with Mary Houghton's murder. She was cheap and common and despicable. For $10,000, she promised to end her engagement with Paul. And the day after I paid her, she broke that promise. I went to her apartment. We had a dreadful scene. She took a gun from her desk, Radek's gun, as you know now, and ordered me out. I tried to take the gun away from her. It went off.
But why did you put the windows up?
I was wearing heavy perfume. I thought it might be noticed. I had no one to turn to, so I went to Judge Burns, and he managed to obtain the only bit of evidence against me.
The gray hair under Mary Houghton's fingernail.
Yes. Please do not worry for me. I am an old woman. I've had a rich, full life. And I have a fine boy.
But a murder trial is so terribly unpleasant.
Oh, Mr. Moto, I'll never live through a murder trial. Please do not worry about me.
Why would Judge Burns do this? Why would he conceal evidence of this nature?
Well, he felt obligated to me. In the crash of 29, he lost everything he had. I sold the necklace and gave him $50,000.
You mean loaned him?
Oh, no, it was a gift. So when I was in trouble, he tried to help me. I'd so like him not to be disgraced. His part in this must never be known. He wouldn't have done it if he believed that I wasn't innocent.
He is in love with you, isn't he?
We never see each other. He has a wife and family.
I see.
Mr. Moto.
Yes?
Do you think they'll convict me?
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, have you reached a verdict?
We have, Your Honor. We, the jury, find the defendant, Eileen DeClette, guilty of murder.
But Eileen DeClette's destiny was not long in the hands of justice. Before she could begin the sentence of imprisonment for the rest of her natural life, her tired but still gorgeous spirit faded as does incense in a temple, quietly and gently, into the strange, sad mystery of the world beyond.
You have just heard the world's greatest international secret agent, Mr. I.A. Moto, in Blackmail. James Monks starred as Mr. Moto. The script was written and directed by Harry W. Junkin, produced by Carol Irwin. Other members of the cast were Bill Lipton, Grace Keddy, and Ralph Bell. The music was transcribed.
Welcome back. Yeah, I have to say that, I meant a baker's dozen has to be one of my all-time favorite, clues. I think in the position Mr. Moto was, kind of on the intense side in terms of, interrogators. The position he was in, and he was gonna lie, he wasn't gonna be able to, I don't think he was thinking, I've got to find some way so that later on I can say, technically I told you correct, but it was a baker's dozen. And also kind of minimalist on the effect. This has the feel, I don't know whether it's a rehearsal or a badly edited tape, but we do our best with what we have available. So I apologize that some of these key things are missing from this. A lot of the transitions, and we just kind of get action upon action here. So kind of odd, but all right, listener comments and feedback. Bobby says, my wife and I have watched all the Mr. Moto movies. This was our first time to hear the radio show. I enjoyed it, but want to hear a few more episodes before I make up my mind. Thanks for sharing. Well, thanks, Bobby. And I will say that I'm actually enjoying Mr. Moto the second time through some of these episodes. I haven't listened to all of them. I think I listened to 4 or 5 of the 13 we're going to play. But these first 3 I'd heard, and I actually like them better the second time through. And then we do have a comment on Facebook from Bill Wiseguy Palucci, who says, listening to the Thin Man tonight. Well, thanks, Bill. And I love it, folks. Avail themselves of our archive, which is available at archives.greatdetectives.net. We have so many shows we've been all the way through over the past 4 years that if you didn't hear it the first time, you just go to archives.greatdetectives.net and you can listen to any of the shows we've done. All right, well, that will actually do it for today. We will be back on Wednesday with the next part of the Forbes matter, and then join us back here next Tuesday for another episode of Mr. Moto. Well, today's episode is brought to you by the financial support of our listeners, and I especially want to thank Monty for his support. I'll be sending along access to the premium site as we do with all donations of $7 or more. And you can support the program at support.greatdetectives.net. Well, now it is time to get into today's episode of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, The Forbes Matter, Part 3 and 4.
From Hollywood, it's time now for
Johnny Dollar.
Ed Gumby, Mr. Dollar. Attorney for Sheldon Forbes.
Oh, hello, Mr. Gumby. How are you?
Oh, I don't know. The hearing's been set for 2:30 this afternoon.
Okay, I'll be there.
No need to, particularly. As I told you yesterday, he requested me to waive trial and plead guilty.
Well, won't he be sentenced today?
No, this is just a preliminary hearing. He'll probably be sentenced before the week's out, though. The court will simply consider the waiver and inform him of his rights today.
Oh. Anything I can do?
No, I don't think so. I'm going to try to talk to him again and get him to reconsider the waiver. I doubt if I'll have much luck, but I'll try. All he has to do is return the money he stole.
Well, buck up, Mr. Gumby. If he won't return it, maybe someone else will.
What do you mean?
I'm going to try and find out what he did with it. My company wants it back, sure. But we also want Forbes to have a fair chance.
You're pretty decent, Mr. Dollar. Thanks.
Tonight and every weekday night, Bob Bailey in the transcribed adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Continental Adjustment Bureau, 418 Elizabeth Avenue, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Forbes matter. Embezzlement and a very frustrating case. Expense account continued. Item 6, $3.50, lunch. For myself and a Mr. Arnold Haven, head of the accounting department for Century Styles Incorporated. Mr. Haven, a tall, balding man in a dark suit, had ulcers. His poached egg and dry toast didn't interest him too much.
What's going to happen to Forbes?
Oh, I don't know, Mr. Haven. That depends on several things. Right now, I have to tell you that it looks like he'll go to prison. Worse than that, it looks like he wants to go to prison. He's waived trial.
Prison. That's too bad. Too bad. I always liked Sheldon Forbes.
You hired him, did you, Mr. Haven?
Yes, I hired him. He was a good man right from the start. He did his job, and he did it well. I never had a complaint against Forbes.
Why do you suppose he stole the money?
You've got me, Mr. Dollar. We paid him the going rate. That's a good salary for accountants. He seemed happy enough with it. Whether he knew he was in line for substantial raises.
Uh-huh.
I could understand it in a way if he had a family and heavy responsibility. Or if he played the market, or if he gambled. But Forbes, he just baffles me.
Yeah, it baffles me, too.
Huh? Oh, yes, of course. Well, the people around the office, they're pretty upset about this.
Any particular people, Mr. Haven?
Everybody.
But anyone in particular? A girl, for instance.
Oh, a girl, yes, I see. Well, no.
Did he go out with any girl in your office?
No, most of them are married. No, at least as far as I know, Forbes didn't go with any of the girls there. He kept to himself. Oh, he might have lunched with one or the other now and then, but no, he more or less kept to himself.
Uh-huh. Well, the reason I asked you, Mr. Haven, is that what little I've been able to find out about his personal life isn't very helpful. My company wants the money back. We're willing to give him a fair break if we can get it back. And he's pretty stubborn about cooperating.
Yes, we know about that, Mr. Dollar.
But how can we give him a break if he doesn't want us to? And we can't find out anything about him. Look, if there's anything you can think of, any reason he might have had for taking the money.
And I've racked my brain. I can't think of any reason. No, wait a minute. Just a minute. I did notice a change coming, Forbes. It was about a month or 6 weeks ago. Oh, it was nothing, really. It was just, I guess, an anxiety about him.
Well, he took all the money within the last 4 weeks. Would that correspond?
Roughly, yes.
Well, that's a start. I hope. I returned to the accounting offices of Century Styles with Mr. Haven and spent 2 hours questioning different members of his staff regarding Sheldon Forbes. His habits and his personality were pretty much the same as Haven himself had described them. Expense account item 7, $4, gasoline. I put a tank full of gas in my rented car and went over to an apartment on 59th Street where Sheldon Forbes had lived. According to the penciled note above the first door to the right of the entrance, Mrs. Anastasia Konopka was the manager.
Yes, what is, please?
You're Mrs. Konopka?
Yes. What do you want, mister?
I understand Mr. Sheldon Forbes lives here. Is that right?
Oh, yes. Bad. I hear he steals monies. Bad. He not in jail, I think.
Yes, I know about that, Mrs. Konopka. I'm from the insurance company, and we're involved in this case. We're trying to recover some of that money if we can. I wonder if you'd help me.
I fixed dinner for my husband. He's come home from work.
It won't take long.
What I do?
Well, I want to know about Sheldon Forbes.
What?
The works, Mrs. Konopka. Did he drink, gamble? Did he stay in nights or go out? Did he pay his rent?
He always pay his rent. You are policeman?
An insurance investigator.
Please, sometime else. Maybe you speak to my husband. He speak much better than me.
But it's important now.
I talked to Mr. Forbes on telephone. He called me from jail. He say I no have to answer any questions.
No, you don't have to answer any questions, Mrs. Konopka. But I'd sure appreciate it if you would.
My husband home pretty soon. You ask him.
You can help him, possibly. Now, would you like to help him in this trouble?
All right, mister, but how I know these things you ask about men who live here?
Well, look, how about his friends? Who visited him?
I cannot say. No visitor.
Was he a good tenant?
No trouble, like Mr. O'Sullivan on third floor. Mr. O'Sullivan always drunk. Called police twice. Mr. Forbes no drink whiskey.
Uh-huh. Did you ever meet his girl?
Girl?
Sure. He had a girlfriend, didn't he?
Oh, I think you mistake. I no ever see girlfriend here.
All right. How long have you known him?
5, 6 years, maybe. Ever since he moved in here to this place.
But no girl?
No.
Well, how'd he spend his time?
Work. He work very hard.
No, I mean besides working at the office. How else did Forbes spend his time?
He poor feller, that one.
Huh?
Sure, he steals money, but he poor feller just the same. For him, I feel.
Yeah.
Mr. Forbes, he quiet and he think. I know he live up in that little room quiet and think. He does all time think. No whiskey, no girls. Oh, he paint sometime, listen to music, think. Oh, my husband dinner burn. Please, you go now.
Just a minute. I'd like to see his apartment if I can.
Oh, no matter. Here. You bring back key, please.
Sure. Thank you, Mrs. Konopka. The apartment Sheldon Forbes called home was as dismal as the neighborhood. A tiny closet kitchen, a bed that came out of the wall, a pair of grimy windows that looked across the court onto another pair of equally grimy windows. The furniture was threadbare and dusty. A small ironing board and iron attested to the fact that Sheldon Forbes laundered his own shirts. Other small evidences of frugality were about the premises. A hot plate and a can of souring cream. 2 suits of clothes, neatly brushed and pressed, but inexpensive. The record player and a collection of a half a dozen good albums were the only sign of material accomplishment. The painting materials, easel, canvas, and oils were also inexpensive. No liquor, no jewelry, no expensive clothes. Nothing that cost $4,285 or anything like it.
Oh.
Here's your key, Mrs. Konopka. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, what you think?
I think he's had a very lonely life here.
Oh, Doc. Yes. Lonely is the word. Lonely.
Wait. Has he got a car?
In back, through alley.
Thanks. It was a Ford, vintage of 1946, tightly locked up. The paint was scaling away, the tires worn down, the mileage 77,000 miles. He certainly hadn't blown the money on a fancy car. Now I felt completely frustrated. Expense account, item 8, 79 cents, dinner. I had it in a neighborhood restaurant called the 79er, a place I learned where Sheldon Forbes frequently took his evening meal. The restaurant manager, a man named Alexander Dupulis, remembered Forbes and he liked him. A woman who ran a bakery shop across the street also remembered him as the young man who bought a roll there every night. Probably the roll to go with a lonely cup of coffee in his room the next morning. She liked him, too. All in all, I was getting a composite picture of Sheldon Forbes that didn't look quite right. Whatever he was to the people who knew him casually, he wasn't a man who ever had any money to spend. I dropped in at the city jail about 7:30, and I was surprised to find lawyer Edward Gumby sitting on a bench, briefcase in hand.
Dollar?
Hello, Mr. Gumby.
Nothing new, huh? Well, that's the way it goes, I guess. We had some action today.
Oh?
Yeah. The hearing was this afternoon. Man from the district attorney's office took about 15 minutes to lay out the evidence against Forbes and make the charges.
Uh-huh.
I spent the whole time pleading with Forbes not to go ahead with the waiver.
Did I miss anything?
No, he wouldn't open up at all. Just said he'd spent the money. I couldn't talk him out of the waiver, so it went through.
When will he be sentenced?
They set the date for Friday. I don't know whether they'll get around to it or not.
I'd like to talk to him again. Has he been moved yet?
Nope.
I thought he'd be transferred to the sheriff's office.
Well, ordinarily he would, but since he waived trial, they announced bail. It's proper procedure in cases like this. Gives him a couple of days to straighten out his affairs.
What? Somebody bailed him out?
I did.
Oh. Has he left yet?
Won't get out till 8. That's when the shift changes. Think it's worth trying to see him?
Yeah, I think I'll stick around, Mr. Gumby. I gotta find out something about this case. An hour later, when Sheldon Forbes emerged from the doorway and turned right, I was following him. When he caught a cab and headed uptown, I caught one and stayed right with him. When he got out at the Empress Theater and walked around to the stage door, I was standing by the alley entrance. 10 minutes later, he came back out, hailed a cab. Once more, I followed. This time, I followed him to his apartment on 59th Street. I waited 15 minutes before I went in. Forbes? Forbes? Hey, Forbes, it's me, Johnny Dollar. I want to talk to you. It took me a few seconds to understand what it was. I got a couple of whiffs of it coming from under his door. Forbes! The room was acrid, stinging with gas fumes, and Sheldon Forbes was stretched down on the floor of his 6-foot kitchen. When I picked him up and carried him out, I didn't know whether he was alive or dead. Johnny Dollar.
This is the police operator. Are you the party who called for an ambulance?
Yes, didn't you get it?
It's on the way, sir. I'm calling to verify the circumstances.
Attempted suicide by gas.
Yes, sir, we have that. The victim's name?
Sheldon Forbes, Forbes.
Forbes? And your connection, sir? Relative, perhaps?
No relation. Insurance investigator. I just found him.
Will you please remain there until the officers arrive?
Are you kidding?
I asked you, but... Oh, well, thank you very much.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Continental Adjustment Bureau, 418 Elizabeth Avenue, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Forbes matter. Sheldon Forbes pleaded guilty to a $4,285 embezzling charge. He waived jury trial and was awaiting sentence when he was bailed out of jail, went home, and turned on the gas. 30 seconds after I dragged him from the apartment, I called the police emergency squad. In a matter of minutes, they arrived, and a couple of interns were working on Forbes with a pulmotor in that dingy, dirty, badly lighted hallway. There was no telling how much gas Forbes had breathed in, or for how long a period after he went into his apartment the gas jet had been open.
Hand me that hypo, Al. Thanks. Swab. Okay.
He alive?
Barely. You the fellow who found him, mister?
Yeah.
Hard to say what can happen on these kind. That shot I just gave him should produce some reaction. This your place?
His.
You know who he is?
His name's Sheldon Forbes.
Nice looking guy. Al, I'll need that. Yeah, thanks. I think we're getting somewhere now.
Hey, look, can I help?
No. Al, you better hand me one of those, too. Liable to be pretty sick if... Oh, hey, good. He's catching on.
Yeah.
Let's have a little increase, Al. Up it just a little. Okay. Hold it there.
The intern and his assistant worked quietly and methodically. There was nothing I could do but stand and watch. After about a half an hour, the color of Forbes' skin seemed to me a little more close to normal. His eyes were still closed, though, and he showed no signs of movement. I waited.
Okay, Al. You can kill the pulmotor. Getting some pulse now. Respiration, too.
Will he make it?
Depends, mister. If he has any kind of heart condition, it'll be tough. We can tell more when we get him into a hospital. Nothing more we can do for him here. Okay, Al. Have the boys load him up. Let's get out of here. Now, mister, you say he's a friend of yours?
Just someone I knew.
He's got you to thank, in case he makes it.
Where'll he be?
We'll take him over to Bellevue. All attempted suicides get over there.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to talk to him when he comes around. Any idea when that'll be?
No telling. Better phone in first. Police will want to talk to you. You give identification to headquarters when you called in?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the third one tonight. What is it, the weather?
Not for him.
My job is to handle them, but I wonder why they do it.
Oh, this guy's got a problem. He's out on bail, goes into court Friday to be sentenced. Embezzling charge.
Oh. Seemed like a nice guy to look at.
I think he probably is a nice guy.
Well, I thought you said he was an embezzler.
I did.
Well, be sure and call in.
Yeah, sure, Doctor. Thanks.
Good night.
The uniformed officers outside the apartment house questioned me thoroughly regarding the circumstances of the attempted suicide. I told them what had occurred and gave them my business address for reference. They asked me to ride over to the station with them and verify the facts. I did. All of that took about 2 hours. When I was finished, I put in a call to Bellevue. No change in Sheldon Forbes' condition. Expense account item 9, $280, 1 theater ticket. That's what it cost me to see the last 15 minutes of a fairly bad musical play at the Empress Theater. When it was over, I walked around to the stage entrance.
Didn't quite get that, mister.
$1.
$1? Oh, Mr. Dollar. Well, what can I do for you?
Between 6:30 and 7 o'clock tonight, a man came here to the stage entrance and talked to you.
A lot of people talk to me here. That's my job, talking to them. One man in particular.
His name is Sheldon Forbes.
Don't remember nobody named Forbes.
Well, maybe he didn't give his name. He was a tall man, about my size, 30 or so, dark hair, clean cut. Wore a tweed suit.
Beats me. Did he come here to see somebody in the show? Is that it?
He might have, I don't know.
Well, how do you know he came here?
I followed him. I saw him.
Huh?
It's a business, my business. I'm an investigator.
Oh, wait now. Did he have a hat on tonight?
No, I didn't.
A short haircut?
Yeah, do you remember him?
Sure. What's he done? Struck me as a nice young fella. He's been around here a lot of times. Sheldon Forbes, yeah. I didn't recognize the name at first.
Would you mind telling me why he comes around here?
Comes here to see Betsy Walker. One of the girls in the show.
Betsy Walker. Is she his girlfriend?
No, don't think so. It's like this. He comes here asking to see her, and she never sees him. You get it?
Yeah, I suppose so. Oh, who is she?
Oh, she sings here. Dances a little. Pretty girl.
Have you ever seen her with Forbes?
Well, I can't say. I guess not.
Is she still here?
Huh?
Betsy Walker, is she still here? I'd like to talk to her.
Well, she wouldn't be here this late. She finishes her bit in the second act.
Could you tell me where she lives?
No. I'm sorry, boy. I can't tell you that.
All right. Well, where can I phone her?
Can't tell you that either. Now, why don't you drop around tomorrow?
It's important tonight. Hey, look, would you do me a favor?
Depends. What is it?
Would you telephone Betsy Walker? Tell her my business and ask her if she'll see me.
Well, suppose I can do that all right, Mr. Dollar. Take a chair there. I'll see what I can do for you.
The doorman did all right. Expense account, item 10, $2.65, cab fare. I gave up my rented car and had the cab driver find the address Betty Walker had given. It was a rather nice apartment in a rather nice part of town, and was almost 1 a.m. when I got there. She met me at the door, wrapped in a chenille dressing gown with cold cream on her face. Miss Walker?
You must be Mr. Dollar.
Yes.
Now, just wait a minute. Do you mind if I see some kind of identification or something like that?
Oh, no. There you are.
Hartford, Connecticut. Oh, you'd be surprised at some of the things some men will try. Come in, please.
Thank you.
I didn't quite understand Frank on the telephone.
Frank? Oh, the doorman at the theater.
Yes. I didn't know quite what to make of it. Goodness, are you really an insurance detective?
Yes, and I'd appreciate you letting me see you tonight, Miss Walker.
Sit down. Can I fix you a drink?
No, thanks.
Frank mentioned something about Forbes. You're here because of him?
Yes, Miss Walker. I understand that you know Forbes.
No, not exactly. That is.
There's some reservation in the way you say that, Miss Walker. You know his name?
Yes, I know the name. Can I ask you what this is all about?
Routine investigation.
I'm curious. How did you get my name? How am I connected with Sheldon Forbes?
That's what I'd like you to tell me.
Well, first about my name.
Forbes was at the theater earlier tonight asking for you. I understand he's been around there quite a bit.
Yes. I really don't know how to tell you this, Mr. Dollar. I've only seen that man once in my life, honestly. He's really quite impossible. Oh, dear, this is so embarrassing to try to explain this.
Maybe I can save you some embarrassment then if you'll answer one question.
Sure, why not?
Did Sheldon Forbes ever give you any presents?
Yes.
What?
Well, that cigarette box on the table there. And the lighter to go with it.
Tiffany's.
Pretty, aren't they?
Yeah, very. Also expensive. What else?
Well, let me think. Oh, no, that wasn't from him. That was the lamp over there.
Mm-hmm.
And a fur stole.
May I see it?
I'm afraid I gave that away.
You did?
I gave it to my kid sister who was visiting me last week. I already had one.
Oh, I see. What else did he give you?
I think that's about it. Except for orchids that used to come every night. 12 orchids every night for the last month.
You only saw him once, and he gave you all these gifts?
Dear, I know how that must sound. Look, it started a month or so, I guess. I got a card in my dressing room one night asking me to dinner. It was signed Sheldon Forbes.
So?
Well, I'd never heard of anybody named Sheldon Forbes, and I just tore the card up. But every night after that, I kept getting orchids and the card. And then the gifts started to come. The cigarette box first. That's when I saw him.
Uh-huh.
I didn't even dine with him, Mr. Dollar. We had one drink, and I told him I had a headache.
I see.
But the gifts still kept coming. Flowers, invitations. I ignored them. I tried to send the things back, and I didn't know where to send them. Some I gave away, and some I've kept. I didn't want his gifts. He was nice, but I just didn't want anything to do with him. When I did meet him, he was so different than what I had imagined. Gee, I've had my share of stage door Johnnies, but this man was... Well, he just couldn't say a word without stumbling. He had no poise, no sophistication, nothing. All he had was money.
He told you that?
He didn't have to. Those gifts.
Well, he didn't have money, Miss Walker. He worked for $82 a week as a bookkeeper.
You must be mistaken.
I'm afraid not. He stole the money to buy you all these things.
Well, for heaven's sake. For heaven's sakes, and you caught him?
Yeah. Forbes tried to commit suicide earlier this evening.
Suicide? Oh, no.
I'm sorry I had to come to you to get this information. He's refused all along to tell anybody what he did with the money.
Will he go to prison?
I'm afraid so.
Oh, but it's crazy. We had nothing. He's just a name to me. He means nothing to me.
Yeah. But apparently you mean something to him.
There'll be another intriguing episode in our story of the Forbes matter tomorrow.
Tomorrow, proof that $4,285 worth of unrequited love can spell 3 years of prison. But sometimes there's an angle. In this case, a rather startling one. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, is transcribed in Hollywood. Written by John Dawson, it is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone. Be sure to join us tomorrow night, same time and station, for the next exciting episode of Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Roy Rowan speaking.
Welcome back. Well, our mystery relay is at an end at this point. So, not as much excitement going into Friday as perhaps we'd like. Kind of an interesting sociological experiment and a few really nice, realistic, touches, when they were dealing with the, internist, working on Forbes. And really just kind of a sad case. You all have to respect the decency of Johnny Dollar, really trying, in spite of Forbes, to give him a break, but just not happening at this point. But we'll see if we can get. We'll see what the big surprise is on Friday. Now we turn to listener comments and feedback. Aiden says, hello from the UK. I love the site and the info before and after the adventures. Is there any chance of uploading Paul Temple mysteries to the site in the future? All the best wishes, Aiden. And also, have you heard of TOF? They are great radio shows, too. Well, thanks so much, Aiden. I had not actually heard of TOF. I did a Google search and found... some information apparently created by John Creasley, actually writing under his own name and very prolific, with a total of 59 books in between 1938 and 78. Might be worth a look. In terms of the Paul Temple mysteries and most British mysteries, the answer is probably not. While I'm aware that Paul Temple's history on radio goes back quite a few years, most of his earliest adventures are still under copyright in the UK, which means they're still under copyright in the United States. The general rule with British programs is that if it's before June of 1957. It's a public domain. We can play it. After that, it's under copyright, and it will be under copyright longer than we're doing this program, unfortunately. And then I have a listener comment from one listener. Some of these have really bad audio. There's a very strong echo to the point of ringing. I had to turn many of them off. Well, I apologize you've had that difficulty. If you do have that type of concern, please email me what specific episode you're talking about. Now, and I also have to say that, some of these, the Johnny Dollars are all I think in pretty good shape, but some of these, the Sherlock Holmeses and the Mr. Motos, a lot of the shows we run on Tuesdays and Thursdays, are not very improved audio. It's one of those things with listening to vintage audio. But, if there's specific episodes you're concerned with, I can ask Andrew to take a look and see if he can identify where any potential problems or opportunities lie. But bad audio is kind of part of the deal. And, as we've talked it over with, listeners, it's come through that people really want to hear the programs, even if they're a little scratchy or echoey, as long as they're understandable. So that's kind of how we'll play it. But if you run into any specific problems, please feel free to let us know. All right, well, that'll do it for today. We'll be back tomorrow with Sherlock Holmes. Well, before we do get started with today's program, I do want to remind you that out on the Kindle we have our latest release, What Made the Golden Age Shine, in which I discuss a big question of why someone who's younger is into the golden age of entertainment. You can get that for the Kindle. Also still available is All I Needed to Know I Learned from Columbo, in which we take a look at life lessons from the lives and histories of 7 great fictional detectives, including Sherlock Holmes. That one is also available for the iPad and the Nook. All right. Well, this is our last episode of Sherlock Holmes, so sorry to see this go. I think it's a pretty appropriate episode, you'll agree, once we listen. Here now is today's final episode of the John Gielgud, Ralph Richardson series, The Empty House.
It has been my privilege in these past few weeks to come before you with some of the exploits I shared with my friend Sherlock Holmes, the greatest detective the world has ever seen. I had to conclude, alas, with the account of his death, as he fell into the great chasm of the Falls of Reichenbach in Switzerland, locked in the arms of his deadly enemy, Professor Moriarty. For 3 long years I mourned him, my loneliness deepened too by the loss of my dear wife. To pass the weary days, I tried to interest myself in crime as a gesture, so to say, to Holmes' memory. Our old associate, Lestrade of the Yard, was sometimes even good enough to consult me with some of his problems. And so, in the spring of the year 1894, I came to hear of the singular mystery surrounding the death of the Honorable Ronald Adair.
Murder, Dr. Watson. It's stark murder. And for the life of me, I can't see how it was done.
Well, sit down, Lestrade. I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. I was seeing a patient.
Oh, thank you, Doctor. I'm quite exhausted with it all.
Have a drink. Whiskey and soda?
Thanks, I will. To tell you the truth, Doctor, this is the kind of problem I wish to heaven I could have talked to Mr. Holmes about.
Well, we all wish that, Lestrade. Is that enough soda?
Oh, plenty, Doctor. Thank you. Well, here's your health. I don't suppose...
What?
I don't know. Just a notion I sometimes have. I mean, he really is dead, I suppose. Mr. Holmes, I mean.
Well, of course he is. You must have read my account, Lestrade.
Yes, of course, I know. It's just... I can never quite bring myself to believe it. I tell you, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if I was to walk along Baker Street tonight and see the old shadow on the window blind there.
Well, let's talk about it, Lestrade. Tell me what your problem is.
I thought we might even walk round to the scene of the crime together, Doctor, if you can spare the time. It's a queer business, this Adair case. Deuced queer.
Yes, I read something about it in the papers. Found dead, wasn't he?
That's right. Honourable Ronald Adair. Very upright and promising young fellow. Terrible blow to his mother.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Well, he was fond of cards, you see. Never played for very big stakes, but he couldn't resist a bit of a flutter now and then.
No gambling enemies or anything of the kind?
Shouldn't think so. Seems to have been very popular. Anyhow, he was playing at one of his clubs the night it happened. The Bagatelle, you see.
Who's he playing with?
Well, there was a Mr. Murray, and Sir John Hardy, and a fellow called Moran, a Colonel Sebastian Moran.
Murray, Hardy, Moran. Well, what next then?
Well, young Adair got back home about 10. He shut himself in his room. He lives in Park Lane, you know, one of those big houses, and his room was at the front. His mother got in from a theatre about 11:30, went in to say good night to him. She couldn't get any answer. Had the door forced.
It was locked then?
On the inside, Doctor. And they found him dead, you see. All horribly mutilated about the head by an expanding bullet.
What a dum-dum, you mean? Suicide, maybe? Did you find any weapon?
No, Doctor, not a single blessed sign of one. He was slumped across the table with bundles of notes and stacks of coins laid neatly out all around him.
Remarkable. But he couldn't have been shot through the window, I suppose?
Well, it seems the only way, of course, and the window was open. But the minute you have a look, you'll see it was pretty near impossible. Let's go round, shall we?
Right. I'll get my boots on.
Now, Doctor, that's the house, you see? Tall one with the blue railings and the crocus bed in front.
Yes, I see. Yes. Quite a crowd outside, isn't there, Lestrade?
Oh, usual sightseers. It's all in the papers, you know. Morbid tastes people have.
Which is the room where he was found?
Up on the second floor, up there where one of my men is. They're still looking around for clues, you know. Body was taken away some days ago.
Ah, quite so. Was the window open as wide as that when it happened?
Every bit. We haven't touched it at all. Step aside there, will you? I'm a police officer.
And taking up the old blooming pavement.
I suppose the murderer couldn't have locked the door on the inside and then made his escape through the window, Lestrade?
Not a chance. You see for yourself there isn't anything he could climb down by. If he dropped there would have been marks on the crocus bed.
Yeah, I see. Oh, you know, this crowd's very intolerable, Lestrade.
I know. I really must have a cordon put round the place. Well, aren't you coming in, Doctor?
No, I don't think so. You've given me most of the facts. The clue must lie outside somewhere. Young Adair must have been shot through the window.
That's what I said. But whoever did it must have been an uncommonly good shot. He'd have had to stand right back at the roadway almost to avoid leaving tracks in the garden. You'd get the young chap in range as he sat at the table.
Almost impossible with a revolver at that distance.
Besides, you know, there's that cabman's shelter just there, by the gate. They say there wasn't a sound of a shot that night. They'd be certain to have heard it. I tell you, it's a puzzle, Doctor.
It is indeed, Lestrade. I almost wish, like you, that...
What?
Well, you know what I mean. It would have been a problem after his own heart. Ah, well, I must get back, I suppose. Well, if I think of anything...
Careful, Doctor.
Oh.
Kindly watch where you're going, sir. You nearly knocked me down.
Oh, I beg your pardon. I'm afraid I've made you drop your books.
Well, you certainly have, sir. They're exceedingly valuable books.
I'm sorry. I wouldn't have had it happen for the world.
There you are. I picked them up for you. It was quite an accident.
Well, I should hope so. I should hope so, indeed.
Poor old fellow. You know, I must have given him a bit of a bump. Lame, too.
An old bookseller, I should think. Looks it with those thick glasses. Too much peering over small print.
For myself, you've been studying poor Holmes' methods, Lestrade.
I only wish I could use them on this case, Doctor. Well, goodbye. You'll let me know if you have any ideas.
Yes, I will. Goodbye, Lestrade. I'll certainly think about it. And so I did indeed as I walked back home. The Park Lane mystery, as I'd already decided to call it if ever I should write an account of it. The first that I should ever write of my own small efforts in detection as opposed to Holmes. Adair had plainly locked the door himself. He'd therefore met his death from the outside. And yet, what shot could possibly have travelled such a distance and still cause so much mutilation? And who had done the deed? And for what motive? I was still pondering when I reached my study, and I'd hardly had time to light my pipe when, to my astonishment, my maid ushered in no other than the old bookseller with whom I'd collided in Park Lane.
Well, sir, you're surprised to see me, no doubt.
Well, I most certainly am. How on earth did you know where I lived?
Followed ye. It's been on my conscience a bit the way I spoke so rude to ye when you bumped me.
Oh, but really, you make too much of a trifle. Well, why don't you put your pile of books on the table and sit down for a moment? You look tired.
Right enough I am, sir. You went pretty fast for my old legs. I had a job to keep up with you. I was thankful when I saw you turn into the house here, and I could come up a bit slower.
Ah, well, will you have a little refreshment? I've some brandy here, or some whiskey and soda.
Thank you, Watson. I rather fancy a little hock and seltzer.
Holmes. Sherlock.
Holmes. Watson, my dear friend. My dear fellow. Here, sit down. You'll fall. Quick, quick. Here, drink this.
Holmes,
There, that's a bit better, isn't it? There, you're all right now. My poor old Watson.
I'm sorry. I must have fainted. First time in my life.
It was unforgivable of me, my dear fellow, but I simply couldn't resist it.
No, it can't. It's really you, Holmes?
Yes, really, Watson, really and truly. Here, touch me. I'm flesh and blood, you see, the same old Holmes.
But the falls at Reichenbach, the cliff edge.
Yeah.
How did you ever get out alive?
Here, sit back, old fellow. Take another sip of brandy. Here, I'll take my wig and whiskers off, and then you'll be able to believe it's really me. You're the second person you know who's fainted at the sight of me today.
What? Well, who else?
Well, dear old Mrs. Hudson back in the old rooms in Baker Street. Upon my life, I didn't think she'd ever stop crying after I'd pulled her round from her faint.
I see, the deuce of it is, I can never help liking you, Holmes, for all your confounded ways.
That's very nice of you, Watson.
I hardly believe it now. But when I tell Lestrade, when I tell the whole world...
Now, not yet, Watson. Not yet. Lestrade, perhaps, but no one else at all. And for a very good reason, I assure you. We are back in harness, my old friend.
How? What do you mean?
Well, this very night, provided you can spare the time. A hard and dangerous task, Watson. Are you still game?
Well, of course. It's what I've been longing for. But I want to know what's been happening, Holmes. You must tell me.
A million things, but all in due course, my dear fellow. We have our work to do first. You think you'll be all right?
I'm all right, Holmes. 100 times the man I was. I'm sorry I went to pieces like that.
Well, it was the greatest compliment you could possibly pay me.
But your escape, man. How can you be so calm about it?
Oh, that was all so long ago. 3 years, after all.
But how did you get out of that dreadful chasm?
Because, my dear Watson, I was never in it.
Never in it? My dear Holmes.
I assure you my note to you was quite genuine. I hadn't any doubt that I was done for when I stood there confronting Moriarty with that inexorable purpose in those eyes of his that you described so vividly.
You read my account.
Of course. I congratulate you, my dear fellow. It was the most convincing thing you've ever done. I was even strangely moved by it.
But the 2 sets of footsteps to the cliff edge and none returning, the signs of a struggle.
We fought together. Of course, there was no doubt about that. We fought most bitterly. But you know the curious bypaths of my knowledge, Watson. I have some acquaintance with Baritsu, the Japanese system of wrestling, and I managed finally to slip out of our friend the professor's grip, and down he went at last, uttering the most horrible scream that I've ever heard from human lips.
You're the devil, Holmes, you truly are.
Well, the only one, however, who's always been on the side of the angels. You know, Watson, at that moment I suddenly realized what a heaven-sent opportunity had come my way.
How do you mean?
Well, Moriarty wasn't the only man who had sworn my death. There was another, his chief lieutenant, who had also managed to escape the trap which the police had laid for the whole gang at my instigation.
You mean you deliberately chose to make it appear that you died so that you could delude this fellow into a sense of false security?
Precisely. Well, I began to climb up the face of the cliff.
But you couldn't have, Holmes. It was almost sheer.
I had an anxious moment or two, I'll confess, but I did manage it somehow. You know, I could even hear your cries and see your tragic face when you thought I was gone. I was there above you on a ledge about 100 feet or so up.
Oh, Holmes, and you never made a sign.
With my strongest card, old friend. If you believed that I was really dead and wrote of me as you did, then the whole world would believe it too, and that was why only one person knew the secret, that I was safely on my way to Italy.
And who was that?
My brother, Mycroft.
Ah, you could trust him, Holmes, and not me.
Ah, my dear fellow, I know you're the very soul of discretion, but you could never have written so vividly and so convincingly if you'd really known the truth.
But the years of misery I've undergone, the years.
Ah, it was the only way. I couldn't even reveal myself to you in the street today, because the place was so crowded there might have been spies.
Ah, not because of Lestrade, because he was there.
No, I'll tell Lestrade this afternoon. We'll need him badly for tonight's adventure.
What are you planning, Holmes?
I've been planning all these years I've been away, traveling in Tibet, Persia, France, planning to defeat this last member of Moriarty's gang. And tonight, at last, I think I'm going to get him.
Who is he, Holmes?
Not yet, Watson. Not yet. You'll see and hear enough before the morning. The game's afoot, Watson. Old times. Come, the adventure, as you'll no doubt call it, of the empty house.
Can you blame me if all other thoughts were driven from my head that day? I knew nothing of what Holmes intended, what wild beast we were to hunt down in the dark jungle of criminal London. I forgot everything in my joy and impatience, even the murder of young Adair, which had been so occupying me. Sherlock Holmes called for me at 9:30, and we set off on our mysterious journey. His knowledge of the bypaths of London was extraordinary. We twisted through a maze of hidden alleys and narrow passageways until I was quite bewildered. And always as we went, I saw his brows drawn down and his thin lips compressed in the old sardonic smile I knew so well.
Ah, Watson, this is like old times being with you again. If you only knew how I've looked forward to this moment.
And I, Holmes, except that I never thought I'd live to see it.
You brought your revolver with you, the old army revolver.
Oh, of course. And, by the way, talking of revolvers, in the Adair case...
Wait, Watson, round this way. That's right, through the empty yard there.
Where are we, Holmes? You've completely lost me.
You'll see in a moment. Ah, yes, that's right. I thought so. Along the mews, turn to the left, and we're almost there.
You still can't tell me what we're after?
You know already. Moriarty's right-hand man, the last of his whole gang.
How does he know you're alive?
That's been part of the whole difficulty, my dear fellow. One of the reasons I've had to lie so low. He saw me that day at the falls.
But what? You mean that Moriarty wasn't alone that day after all?
Oh, yes, he was. He was quite chivalrous in his own strange way, but this lieutenant of his must have followed him some way behind to see that all went well. I caught sight of him for a moment when I was right at the top of the precipice looking down and realized that he could see me climbing up.
Good heavens, Holmes.
Yes, he tried to dislodge me, of course, a boulder or two, gave me a few uncomfortable moments, but I managed to get round by another path and elude him.
Did he know for certain that you'd escaped?
Well, I was never sure until these last few days, and that's what's brought me back to London.
But I don't understand how...
Watson, I told you this was the adventure of the empty house. Well, here's the door. I'll use the skeleton key. Ah, yes, that's it. Now, quietly, my dear fellow.
Dash it.
Same old Watson.
Well, I'm excited, Holmes. A bit out of practice, you know.
This way, through here, this passageway. Careful now, Watson. There's a low doorway. Don't bang your head. Oh, what on earth's the matter now, Watson?
Something brushed my face.
It's a spider's web or a strip of wallpaper. Can't you see how it's peeling away? The place hasn't been lived in for years.
I still wish I knew where we were.
This is the room, Watson. Now then, look out of this window. There.
Good heavens. Baker Street.
Exactly. We're in Camden House, my dear fellow. Don't you remember it? Exactly opposite our own old quarters at number 221B.
But what are we doing here?
We are here because the window commands such an excellent view of that picturesque edifice of ours. Come closer, Watson, and just look up at the window of our old sitting room.
Oh, heavens. Holmes, I believe I'm almost going to faint again.
Hold up, my dear fellow. There's no brandy here, unfortunately. I thought that even 3 long years could hardly rob me of my powers to surprise you, Watson.
But, Holmes, it's you up there. It's your shadow on the blind up there.
I trust that age cannot wither me, Watson, nor custom stale my infinite variety. It really is rather like me, don't you think?
But it's marvelous. I could swear that you were sitting up there.
Yes, the real credit belongs to Monsieur Oscar Meunier, the distinguished sculptor. A bust of me in wax, Watson, placed very carefully so as to cast its silhouette upon the window blind.
I'm out of my depth, Holmes. The whole thing's beyond me. What does it all mean?
Simply that I have the strongest possible reasons for wanting a certain person to believe that I'm up there when I'm really somewhere quite different.
This Lieutenant of Moriarty?
Of course, he knows I'm still alive, and he believes that sooner or later I'll be sure to come back to my old haunts.
He knows you're back then?
I'm quite sure he does. I took pretty good care that he recognized me in the street this morning.
Look, that gang of roughs along the street. They're looking up, watching your shadow on the blind too, aren't they?
Roughs, you think? Keep back, Watson. Don't let them see you.
Great heavens! Your shadow's moved up there.
My dear good Watson, am I such a farcical bungler as to erect an obvious dummy and expect the sharpest eyes in Europe to be deceived by it?
What is it? Clockwork?
Mrs. Hudson. The good soul crawls forward on her hands and knees every few minutes and moves the effigy round a little to a different angle.
I confess I'd like to see her at it.
Watson, really?
Shh, listen. What is it?
I do believe he's coming.
Who is?
Listen, the stairs. Yes, he's coming up. Actually into this room. I hardly expected such a stroke of luck as this. Listen. Now for it. Keep your gun ready, Watson. And here, take this police whistle. When I tell you, blow it.
What's going to happen, Holmes?
You'll see. He'll open that window. And then you'll hear something. A sound you've never heard before in all your life.
What?
A sound that isn't a sound at all. An explosion that doesn't explode.
Upon my soul.
Quiet now, not another word.
You at last, Sherlock Holmes.
No, sir, I've got you. Marty Watson, on him. Blow the whistle, man. Go. Come on.
Dare you,
get him. It's all right. Oh, no, you don't. Watson here, hold on to his arm. That's it. Where in heaven's name is Lestrade?
Here we are, Mr. Holmes. Quick, Johnson. Shine your lantern. Light, sir. Staples. Help Mr. Holmes.
I'm all right. Oh, thank you, Lestrade. I rather fancy everything's quite in order.
What is it, Holmes, in heaven's name?
Why, Watson, just as I told you, the late Professor Moriarty's first lieutenant.
You fiend, Sherlock Holmes. You clever fiend.
Quite so, Colonel. Journeys end in lovers' meetings, as they used to say in the old play. Colonel Sebastian Moran, my dear Watson, once of Her Majesty's Indian Army and the best big game shot that our Eastern Empire has ever produced. That's an interesting weapon you've got there, Lestrade.
That's mine. Give it to me. No, you don't. Never seen anything quite like it, Mr. Holmes. Doesn't seem to have any kind of powder chamber.
For the simple reason that it's an air gun of a particularly powerful design made to the order of the late Professor Moriarty himself.
Of course, Holmes. I remember you told me about it 3 years ago.
That harmless bust of mine across the way will have been shattered by the missile it fires. A simple, soft-nosed bullet.
A bust. An effigy. You fiend, Holmes.
You've already used that epithet once, Colonel. For a master marksman, your vocabulary seems to me a trifle limited. I'm really quite surprised that so simple a stratagem should have deceived you.
You've not heard the last of me yet, Holmes.
Indeed. Well, are we ready, Watson?
Ready for what?
I rather fancy a pipe in our old rooms, my dear fellow.
But, Holmes,
you'll find them in perfect order. My brother Mycroft has been in charge of everything while I've been away, and there are still a few details you may care to hear.
Wait, Holmes. If it was only an effigy in that window, you've no right to detain me. I've committed no crime. No crime? Attempting to murder Mr. Sherlock Holmes?
No, he's quite correct, Lestrade. We do need something a little more definite than attempted murder. And in any case, I think I prefer not to be involved in the matter myself.
Well, I must say
You see? Instruct those men of yours to release me at once. Don't worry, Lestrade. Your men can take him away with perfect impunity. Won't you join Watson and me for a little refreshment across the way? As to the charge...
Well, Mr. Holmes, you must have one, you know.
Oh, yes, I have, of course. The murder of the Honourable Ronald Adair. Shot through the open window of his house in Park Lane with an expanding bullet, fired Lestrade from that very gun that you now have in your hand. Goodbye, Colonel Moran. Oh, my best respects to the Professor. I feel sure you'll meet him in the nether regions.
Well, well, the same old room, Mr. Holmes. You could have knocked me down with a feather when you walked into the yard this afternoon.
There's nothing to how I felt this morning, Lestrade. I actually fainted.
And I was only saying to you I wouldn't be surprised to see a shadow on the blind, eh?
But look at it. My poor old likeness, Watson. Shot right between the eyes, I'm afraid. Well, all in a good cause.
But what confounds me, Holmes, is how you knew about the Adair murder.
And it was exactly what I'd been waiting for, Watson. As soon as I read in Paris that Moran had been the young fellow's partner at cards that night, I realized he must have been the murderer.
But how?
Because of the gun. It was the only weapon in the world with which that crime could have been committed at such a distance and without a sound. He'd made his little slip, just as his master did before him. So I knew it was time to come back, and I was on his trail at last.
Well, well, and to think that you were examining the scene of the crime at the same moment we were. Eh, Doctor?
But what was the motive, Holmes?
Adair had partnered Moran more than once. He discovered that Moran was a cheat, threatened him with exposure, and set to work calculating the amounts that he had fraudulently won. He planned to return those sums, hence the piles of money lying on the table.
And Moran followed him and shot him from the other side of the street, beyond the railing.
Yes, but I still had to prove it. I knew if he'd got the chance, he'd turn that gun on me. And I suspected that he might choose the empty house for his purpose, as indeed he did. By the way, Watson, I'm afraid that gang of roughs in the street you were so suspicious of were really only Lestrade's plainclothesmen waiting for our whistle.
What do you mean that I was mistaken, Holmes?
Yes, just this once, my dear fellow. And now that the race of Moriarty is finally extinct, we are quite free to celebrate the return of Sherlock Holmes. Would you pass me my violin, Lestrade? Ah, how splendid that it wasn't damaged in that fire the Professor once started in these rooms. Hey, Watson?
That's a matter of opinion, Holmes.
But we welcome you back, sir. By George, we do. London hasn't been the same without you.
Thank you, Lestrade. I appreciate that very much. Yes, Watson, nothing like a violin, you know, to soothe the savage breast. You know, I really missed it sorely in Tibet.
Welcome back. Well, a pretty good, hopeful end to the Holmes series here. And I definitely think there's some strong merit to the entire way they did this. The ones that, of all the Holmeses that we've heard, I've enjoyed this and the Rathbone Bruce version's the best over the radio. And this will definitely be missed. This was just overall a pretty classy production from start to finish. Just tremendous with two fine British actors in the lead. And it's amazing, you know, we've had Sherlock Holmes on the program for 44 months. And it will be somewhat sad, you know, as we have something other than Holmes on Thursday. And as we've gone through these Sherlock Holmes series, what's really come home to me is just how really amazingly good the Arthur Conan Doyle stories are. Because, you know, I think most folks at one time or another had some issues with some of the other performers and some of the scripts that were written for old-time radio. But if you gave, even if you were overall critical of their overall performance, you gave these actors a well-adapted Arthur Conan Doyle story, it would be well worth listening. These original stories were classics, and there were some very interesting interpretations on Holmes in the course of this. And I think this was just it was a pleasure to bring it to you. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you've been listening for Sherlock Holmes, I hope you'll stay around for some of the other series. Coming up next week on Thursday, we will have another Sir Arthur Conan Doyle story. This one called The Law Special from Escape. And then we will play all three of Edgar Allan Poe's detective stories from various radio productions before we turn Thursdays over to Nick Carter. But definitely we'll miss Sherlock Holmes. Love to hear your feedback on our final Holmes episode, listener comments and feedback. We do have one piece to share, this one from over on iTunes. Love old time radio, and this app really fits my needs. Thanks so much. That will actually do it for today. We will be back tomorrow with yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and The Widow is Willing Part 3. And then join us back here next Thursday for The Law Special. Today's episode is brought to you by the financial support of our listeners, and I want to especially thank Gretchen for sending along a donation, and we'll send access to our premium site, which is available for all donations of $7 or more. You can support the program at support.greatdetectives.net. Well, now it's time for us to conclude the Forbes matter. So here is the Forbes matter, part 5.
From Hollywood, it's time now for
Johnny Dollar.
This is Betsy Walker, Mr. Dollar. I'm up and around.
Yes, thanks for calling. Have any time this morning?
I think so.
If possible, I'd like to come over to your apartment again and take an inventory of the gifts that Sheldon Forbes sent you.
That'll be all right, sure.
About an hour?
Sure. I couldn't sleep much last night thinking about all this. I mean, he stole that money because of me.
You mustn't feel that way, Miss Walker. He knew what he was doing. You had no part in the theft.
I have the gifts.
Well, we may have to take those away from you.
I don't mind that. You said he tried suicide. How is he this morning?
I just talked to the hospital. He's going to be all right.
But he has to go to prison?
Yes.
Funny world, Mr. Dollar.
Yeah.
Tonight and every weekday night, Bob Bailey in the transcribed adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Continental Adjustment Bureau, 418 Elizabeth Avenue, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Forbes matter. More expenses, items 11 to 16. $78.40. Cab fares, meals, accounting services, legal services, cab fares, and more cab fares. I made a comprehensive inventory at Betsy Walker's apartment and spent the rest of the day tracking down the places where the items had been purchased and ascertaining their retail values. Total, $2,780 worth of gifts, bought with stolen money. Betsy Walker also told me that Sheldon Forbes had made appointments to meet her at various times at very expensive restaurants in New York. She had never once kept any of these appointments, but a check with the Waldorf, 21, the Stork, and several other places revealed that Forbes had always made elaborate arrangements to entertain her. His restaurant bills came to $835. The florist bill, $670. Total amount spent, $4,285. Total amount stolen, $4,285. Century Styles Incorporated footed the bill in his unsuccessful courtship of Betsy Walker. Hello.
Hi.
Remember me, Forbes?
Sure, insurance man. Well, what now?
How do you feel?
Okay. You saved me, didn't you?
I suppose so.
Why?
Same reason you'd save a man who was dying. You know what I've been doing?
What?
Answering the questions you wouldn't answer. I met Betsy Walker.
What?
My job, Forbes. I had to.
How did you know about her?
I followed you night before last. When you got out on bail, I saw you go to the theater.
Listen, you had no right to go to her. You have no right to involve her in any of this.
Why didn't you think of that a month or so ago? It's the company's money you've been spending on her. I had every right, as unpleasant as it is.
I suppose she knows all about me now.
That's right, all.
Boy, I sure must look like the prize sucker of all time. Must have handed her a laugh.
She didn't think it was one bit funny. And Forbes, I don't think it's funny either.
Then what are you standing here for? Lording it over me?
I'm not doing that at all. I'm just here to let you know how things are at the moment.
All right. How are things?
Well, first off, we took back all the gifts you gave her.
Dirty skunk.
Don't get mad at me, Forbes. Get mad at yourself. I didn't steal the money and try to impress her. You did.
Why didn't you leave it alone? What difference does the money make to you?
Nothing to me, but it means something to my insurance company. They still want it back. And they'll get as much back as they can.
Swell, good for them. What do you want now?
Your signature. I think I traced most of it down. You want to look this over? Go ahead. Those figures about right?
I suppose so. I didn't keep track.
Approximately?
I suppose so. You're pretty thorough, aren't you?
We have to be. Will you sign this?
No.
It'll help to clear up our bookwork a little. What difference does it make now? We've got you cold.
Okay. What difference does it make? Give me.
Okay, thanks.
That's all it means to you, isn't it? Dollars and cents.
Dollars and cents that were stolen, Forbes. Remember that.
You wouldn't let me forget it.
No, I wouldn't. You did the dumbest thing in the world. You stole nearly $5,000 trying to make an impression on a girl who didn't want to have a thing to do with you. You went about it wrong from top to bottom. You've acted like the great stone face ever since you've been found out. You wouldn't bother telling me about it. I had to go out and find out myself. Off the record, Forbes, what'd you do? See her on the stage one night?
No, at the office.
Office? Your office?
No, not exactly. Ellie was having a showing for some buyers from the West Coast one day a few weeks ago. For those kind of showings, he hires models from the agency. Betsy's listed with one of the agencies. You know, she acts and sings and models.
Oh, sure.
Well, I happened to be upstairs when the showing was going on. There were a lot of publicity people there taking pictures and so on. And I saw her. She was wearing a black dress, and her hair was soft. She's got a smile like all the sun risings. Sounds silly?
Not at all.
It's just that I never in all my life saw anyone like it before.
Yeah.
I don't know how it is with other guys, but she was for me from then on. I couldn't get her out of my mind. I found out her name, and then I found out she worked in that show at the Empress Theater.
Yeah?
All I had was her name. I didn't know how to go about meeting her. I just didn't know.
You figured a little money might attract her to you.
I've heard that's the best way to do it.
It's one way. Not the best way, kid.
Probably not. The best way I could think of.
What did you think about taking the money?
I thought I'd be able to stick it back. Well, I guess I really didn't think much beyond just meeting her. Having her look at me the way I wanted her to look at me.
What?
It was the wrong way to go about it, sure. But then did you ever think of my alternative? I thought of it. I pictured myself knocking on a door one night, and I could see her answering it. "I'm Shelley Forbes, Betsy," I'd say. "Clothes don't make the man," I'd say, while she sort of took in my tweed suit and the only coat I've got to my name. "Listen," I'd say, "I got an 8x10 apartment over on 59th Street. The halls always smell like cabbage, but I'm a heck of a fine guy. And I drive a 1946 Ford that misses a little, but it's good enough for us." Then I'd say, "Why don't you toss on your mink, and we'll go over to my dump, and we'll have a bottle of beer, and I'll tell you how much I love you. How about that?" Some alternative, huh? She makes more money in an hour than I make in a week. I couldn't even afford to keep her in cigarettes. Lord, I wanted her like nothing in my whole life.
She might have taken you up on it, Forbes, if you'd put it that way.
Yeah? What makes you think so?
She wasn't impressed by any money or any gifts. More than that, I met her. She's a pretty nice girl.
Yeah.
Up until the time I talked with Sheldon Forbes in the hospital, I'd always had my doubts about love happening at first sight. After my talk with him, I was convinced that it could and did happen to him. I was sorry that he didn't know quite how to handle it. I was also wondering, if I'd been in his shoes, would I have done the same thing? Expense account item 17, $4.90. I sent a wire to my home office telling them that the recovery would be in the amount of something like $2,500, obtainable on the redeemable gift items recovered. After that, I went back to my hotel. I was surprised to find Betsy Walker waiting in the lobby.
Hello, Mr. Dollar.
Why, hello.
I was afraid you might leave town. I wanted to talk to you.
Sure, you just caught me. I was going upstairs and pack. What is it?
Could we have a drink or something?
Sure. Expense account item 18, $2, 2 drinks. For Betsy Walker and myself at the hotel bar. It was midday and there wasn't much action. She sat across from me, ordered an old-fashioned, and asked for a cigarette.
Thank you.
Sure.
What'll happen to him?
Forbes?
Yes.
Oh, he'll be sentenced Monday. They canceled the Friday scheduling because he was in the hospital.
He'll go to prison?
Yes.
Have you seen him since he tried to kill himself?
Just left him.
I guess he feels awful.
Yeah.
I told you I haven't been able to sleep thinking about all this. Well, about him, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Would he have to go to prison even if all the money was returned?
Only half of it's redeemable. The rest, florist bills, restaurants and so on, just gone.
How much does it come to, Mr. Dollar?
Short about $2,000, roughly.
If you had that money, what would happen to him?
Oh, it'd be up to the court. I'd say he'd have a good chance of getting off if he changed his plea.
Could I get him to change his plea?
I think you could get him to do anything.
I want to pay it.
You what?
I want to pay that other $2,000 for him and get him to change his plea. I'll make up the whole thing.
Hey, now, look, Miss Walker, I know your motives might be the best, but you aren't responsible in any way for this man's actions.
He stole money because of me. He tried suicide because of me. And now he's going to prison because of me.
But you had nothing to do with it, no part of it.
You may think I'm 22 years old. I'll be 29 next month. I'm not much of an actress or a singer or anything else. But I've been around this town and I know my way around. And I met all kinds. Whoever he is, whatever he's done, he's the first man I've ever known who actually went out on a limb for a girl he loved. I'm the girl and he's the man.
You're serious?
I probably won't remember his name a year from now, but that poor, stupid, wonderful dumbbell, he doesn't belong in any prison. He ought to get married to some nice girl somewhere. I want to help him get out of this trouble. Can I?
Betsy?
After all, he's given me something. Call it faith in mankind again, if you like. What's the kiss for?
What you just gave me, Betsy. Faith. Expense account item 19, $48, hotel. Item 20, $37, meals. 21, $15, miscellaneous. 22, same as item 1, $28.63, fare back to Hartford. Total cost of investigation, $363.51. Remarks? She got Forbes to change his plea. She paid back the additional money. He comes to trial next week. He might get a suspended sentence. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Remember, there'll be another intriguing story for you beginning next Monday night.
Next week, a trip south of the border where the flashing eyes of a dark-haired senorita spells plenty of, well, believe me, romance and trouble can go hand in hand. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, is transcribed in Hollywood. Written by John Dawson, it is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in this week's cast were Lillian Baeff, Sandra Gould, Jack Edwards, Herb Ellis, James McCallion, Parley Bear, John Stevenson, Howard McNair, Bob Bruce, and Junius Matthews. Musical supervision by Amerigo Marino. Be sure to join us on Monday night, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Roy Rowan speaking.
Welcome back. Well, an unexpectedly, for the most part, positive ending for a character who had definitely made a pretty serious error. And, just a fascinating story that comes to the end. I think we'll be in something very different next week. But when I first listened to that, I kind of, my position was, listen to part 4, and it's like, okay, well, what's the point of, the next part? Is there anything to tell? Because we know how this is going to turn out. But they made this twist feel, I think, somewhat believable. So I thought it was a good episode. It was a remake of the episode The Lester James Matter, which was originally broadcast March 31st of 1953. All right, well, now it's time for us to take a listen to The Widow is Willing, Part 3.
Carter Brown, Mysteries. Adventures in excitement and suspense, based on the best-selling novels by the slick storytelling sensation, Carter Brown.
Have you ever sat in the living room with a group of people after an announcement that one of them was a murderer? It's not the most soothing sensation. To reassure myself, I reminded me that I was Mark Hunt, insurance investigator, and what else could I expect if I insisted on investigating insurance? But it didn't help much. The rest of them, Lila Goldbright, Roger Beavis and his wife Mavis, the Romanian Degrescu, and the hunk of beefcake, John Cross, sat in a silence that was louder than screaming. Finally, Degrescu got to his feet.
It is no use sitting here like dummies. The police must be fetched. I shall get the launch and go.
Now, wait a minute.
Wait for what, Mr. Hunt?
I thought we decided the butler should fetch the police.
We did not decide. You did.
Makes sense, doesn't it? If one of us goes, he or she might not come back.
Do you insinuate that
I'm insinuating nothing. I just think it's better that all of us stay on the island.
I think he's right, Degrescu. But I do not cross. Who is he to order anyone around?
Never mind that. The butler goes and you stay.
I shall be back in about an hour.
I'm sorry, pal. You won't be back because you're not leaving.
Take your hand from my arm.
I was expecting that.
Oh, if you want a fight, I'm happy to oblige.
Michael! Stop them, Roger!
There's no need, Mavis. Just for good luck. Now, Beavis, would you like to get the butler and send him for the police?
All right, Hunt. But I don't think you should have hit him.
What else was I supposed to do? Stand still and make like a punching bag?
Go on, Roger. Do as he says.
Very well. We'd better get the police here before everything degenerates into a wholesale brawl.
Lila, suppose you and Mavis do something about coffee.
That's a good idea. Come on, Lila. All right, but what are you going to do about Michael?
Let him sleep it off on the floor.
That was quite a nice piece of work, Hunt. Where'd you learn to fight like that?
Special Service Division.
Yeah, so was I, 9th.
Oh, Europe, huh? I was with the 12th, in the Pacific all the time.
Yeah. Negrescu had it coming. Poor Clem was right. That will was a direct invite to murder. And the thing that worries me is Lila.
Because of what she said, you mean? About being suspected of it?
No. Because she'll be next on the list.
Next on? Of course. She inherits, and that makes Negrescu suspect number 1.
Oh. He's coming too.
What? I will remember that, Hunt.
Oh, that's okay. Add it to your other treasures.
The coffee's just about ready. Lila's bringing it in.
Oh, great. Oh, I left my cigarettes in my room. Keep the coffee hot for me. In the turmoil and tension, I'd forgotten about the mysterious voice and the equally mysterious vision of Henry Goldbright back from the dead. I made the excuse about my cigarettes because I realized here was my chance to do a little looking around. I went upstairs and tried the door next to my room. It wasn't locked. I stepped inside and shut it quietly. The first thing I looked for was there, a ventilator in the wall separating this room from mine. Then I started on the drawers and the wardrobe and finally the suitcases. In the third suitcase, I struck it lucky.
Find what you were looking for?
Yeah, Mavis, I did. A throat microphone, an amplifier, gray wig, gray mustache, spirit gum, and phosphorescent paint.
A real little detective, aren't you?
It was when you told me it worked in burlesque and once worked with a magician. Yeah, nifty gadgets, these throat mics. Fit them onto the throat, they amplify the vocal cords and produce that horrible whisper. And the wig and mustache, with a suit treated with a luminous paint, provided quite an effective ghost.
I thought so.
Of course, it was your husband, Roger, who did the talking and the appearance, with the amplifier and the ventilator. Oh, you must have been downstairs turning on the musical effects, that Beethoven record.
That's right.
Yeah, what I don't get was why. Why the elaborate setup to give me the idea of a photo of Henry's murder? What did you expect me to do?
I hoped you'd mention it.
I still don't get it.
I was out there on the jetty when Henry came over the balcony. I had the camera with me. It was terrible.
And you got a photograph?
No, I didn't. I was so scared I didn't even look up. But afterwards it occurred to me that if Henry had been murdered, and if I had a photograph, it'd be worth a lot of money to the murderer.
So?
So I talked. I dropped hints to everyone about the camera and about Henry.
Figuring that the murderer would know what you were talking about because he'd have seen you from the balcony.
He or she. I wouldn't know. Then the next morning there was a note under our door addressed to me. It said if I left the negative in an envelope in the second drawer of the bureau, I'd be paid $20,000.
What did you do?
I left a note there saying that I wanted the cash first. In the morning the note was gone, but there was no answer. Then when you arrived...
You hit on this weird and wonderful way of giving me the idea that a photo existed.
Yes. I wanted you to talk about it, but you didn't.
Yeah, so then you dreamed up the gag of Roger playing ghost, taking the precaution of removing the clip from my gun first.
Yes. Neither Roger nor I figured on Lila being with you. Fortunately, he had the throat mic and used it to distract your attention and get away.
Yeah, but why go to all that trouble in the first place? Why invent a photograph that doesn't exist? You could have got yourself murdered, you know.
We needed the money. Henry withdrew his backing for Roger's factory, and we've got a big project underway. But it won't be ready for market for another 3 months. We'll go bankrupt if we don't get some money to see us through.
Seems a heck of a risky way of getting it. Oh, shut this case. We better get downstairs, back to the others.
You're going to tell them?
No, I don't think so. You've been a big enough dope to deserve it, but I don't see how it's going to help anybody. Besides, that gag about the photograph might prove useful yet. There was a gray dawn breaking outside, and the rain had come back. I figured that the police had brought it with them. The local lieutenant, a short, stocky guy named Wilder, who obviously considered me an amateur and a nuisance, started asking questions. He didn't stop for 2 hours, getting nowhere and covering the same ground so many times that everybody was sick and tired of it. Everybody except Wilder, that is. He was the original persevering kid.
It's a conspiracy. Here's Clem Goldbright lying dead on the jetty, just like his brother. And what do I get? Nothing but dumb looks and even dumber answers. Some of you must know something about it. One of you, at least, is a murderer. Maybe more than one. Maybe all of you are in a conspiracy.
Now, why don't you talk some sense, Lieutenant? I'm fed up to here with all the yakety-yak. I want to get to bed.
Don't you talk to me like that, Hunt, or I'll toss you in a cell and I'll break you with that insurance company.
Oh, nuts.
Much as I dislike to agree with Hunt, he is quite right. You have asked all your questions, Lieutenant, many times. I suggest you let us get some rest now. We shall all be here. There is no way to leave the island except by launch. So you can question us later if you wish.
All right. But don't think you're going to get away with this, any of you. I haven't started on you yet.
Lieutenant, you kill me. With repetition.
We'll take Clem Goldbright's body back to the mainland. And we'll take your launch too, Mrs. Goldbright.
But, Lieutenant...
Sorry, ma'am. But that way I can make sure you all stay here. Pleasant dreams.
Pleasant dreams? Is he kidding?
There's a guy with a gruesome sense of humor.
He'll be leaving one of his men on guard here, surely.
He didn't mention it.
But we're marooned on the island now, and there's a murderer among us.
Roger, don't keep saying that.
I haven't said it before, my dear.
Well, everybody else has, and I don't like it.
I agree. It is not a cheerful thought.
It's about as cheerful as a wet Sunday in an igloo.
Personally, I think we all ought to hit the hay and get some sleep.
Sleep? I don't think I'll ever sleep again. Now, take it easy, Lila, honey. Come on, Roger and I'll take you upstairs.
Yes, of course. Along, my dear. You'll see that you're all right.
Thank you, Roger. You too, Mavis. You're sweet.
Hunt, Cross, you're not letting her go with them?
Why not?
What if one of them is the killer? Lila is in danger. I will go after them. They will not try anything if I am there.
Hey, now!
Oh, let him go, Cross.
Are you crazy? I'm not supposed to have any brains, but the identity of the murderer sticks out a mile to me.
DeGrisco?
Sure. He's got that collector's kink. He wants those paintings, and he doesn't care how he gets them. And with Clem dead, there's only Lila standing in his way. Now, come on.
Don't bust your blood vessels. DeGrisco's the killer. He won't dare try anything with Roger and Mavis there. If it's either of them, he's there.
What if the Beavises are in it together? Well, you can stay if you like. But if I catch that DeGrisco anywhere near Lila's room, I won't be responsible for what happens to him.
I was left alone in the living room. I had a last cigarette and a last drink and listened for any uproar from upstairs. There wasn't a sound. I figured everyone's nerves had probably calmed down and they were all safely in bed. I finished my drink and decided to follow their example. It was pretty comfortable under the blankets with the weather whining outside. I was just dropping off to sleep when a stray thought slid into my mind. A thought so obvious that I could have kicked myself for not remembering it before. It concerned the non-existent photograph that the Beavises had dreamed up. Only Roger and Mavis and I really knew that the photograph didn't exist. As far as the others were concerned, it could be real. I turned over on my back and reached for a cigarette and started to think of what use I could make of that when something was added to the music of the weather. It was the Beethoven music. I leapt out of bed, grabbed my gun, and had just reached the door when the sounds came. I yanked the door open, charged into the corridor, and cannoned into Cross.
Lila! That was Lila! She was the next on the list, and the killers got her!
Welcome back. Well, some would-be blackmailers have a lot more gumption than they do common sense. Pretending to have a picture of someone committing an act who is a murderer, show themselves willing to commit the crime, is a good way to get yourself killed. And that may have been what happened. We don't actually at this point know who was shot, who the victim was. We'll have to find out in the climax. They definitely left a lot of questions for us to have answered in part 4. And I, for one, am excited to see how this is going to turn out. So join us back there next week for that. And join us on Monday as we begin another Johnny Dollar serial. Be sure and check out over at greatdetectives.net. We have a couple of articles this weekend. On Saturday, I have my review of the Poirot telefilm, Evil Under the Sun, starring David Suchet. And then on Saturday, we count down, as we approach our 1,000th episode, our 10 most exciting episodes. And this is the first of 4 articles I'm going to do as we count down to number 1,000. So be sure and check that out. And you can always subscribe to the articles that using your Kindle. Well, now it's time for today's episode of the lineup. This one's called The Pixie Pickle Case.
Ladies and gentlemen, we take you now behind the scenes of a police headquarters in a great American city, where under the cold, glaring lights will pass before us the innocent, the vagrant, the thief, the murderer. This is The Lineup.
Got himself a job. Boys pulled in 52 suspects today, and 13 more came in from the other divisions.
Good.
Estes girl's up front. Talbot girl's on the left there. Asher's bringing in the Serafini girl, and Barbara Patton's over on the side.
Oh, yeah, I see her. Well, tell Murph to sit with the Talbot girl. You take Steese, and I'll take care of Patton.
Okay. I'll see you later, Ben.
Right. Oh, Barbara?
Oh, hello, Lieutenant. Have you caught him?
We don't know. We're hoping. Feeling all right now?
Oh, I feel fine. Real fine. He didn't hurt me much, really.
Oh, that's good. Tell me, you know those other girls, Barbara?
Well, just from their pictures in the paper. When you first came in, I thought you were going to sit with one of them instead of me.
Did you?
Those men with them are only sergeants, aren't they?
May I have your
They're only sergeants, not a full lieutenant like you.
You people out there on the other side of the wire in the audience room, may I have your attention, please? Thank you. My name is Greb, Sergeant Matt Greb. I'll explain the lineup to you. Each of the suspects you will see will be numbered. I'll call off a number, their name, and charge. If you have any questions or identifications, please remember the number assigned to the prisoner as I call his name. At the end of each line, when I ask for questions or identifications, call out the number. If you're sure or not too sure of the suspect, have him held. The officers who took your name will assist you. They're seated among you. Please be prompt with your questions or identifications. When the prisoners leave here, they are sent to the washroom and dressed back into their jail clothes. It makes it quite difficult to bring them back after they leave here. The questions I ask these suspects are merely to get a natural tone of voice, so do not pay too much attention to their answers as they often lie. Bring on the line. All right, boys, keep it moving. Right over here to the end of the stage. Come on, all the way over, boys. That's right.
Is that what they look like?
I'm afraid so.
Golly, I thought they'd be older or bigger or something.
When I call your name, step out to the circle. When I ask the questions, talk up so the people in the back of the room can hear you. All right. Number 1, William Green, vagrancy. Tell the people where you live, William.
No place.
Come on, talk up, William. Talk up. It's a long way to the back of the room.
Don't live no place.
Where'd you sleep last night?
In a parked car on Federal Boulevard.
What do you do? What's your work?
I get along.
You ever think of getting a steady job, William?
With the world coming to an end any day now, I should spend my free time working on some stupid job.
Lots of people in the same world with you. They all work.
Dummies, all of them dummies. I'm playing it smart.
You were in the county jail 10 months this past year, 8 months the year before.
Well...
Yeah, you're playing it smart, all right. Okay, step back. Number 2, Theodore Swan, 290. Failing to register.
I just got in town. How am I going to register if I just got in town?
You were in town long enough to get soused up.
What do you want a guy to do? Come right down here first thing and tell everybody he just got out of the clink?
That's what the law says you have to do. Why didn't you do it?
I was busy.
Where do you live?
890 South Hooker Street.
Any weapons?
No.
Well, what about the knife?
What knife?
The one in the property room.
Oh, that. I use it for my fingernails.
A knife with an 8-inch spring blade?
Oh, yeah. I got long fingernails.
That knife's just about 3 inches too long to be legal.
What? I suppose my fingernails are too long, too.
Well, we'll look into it. Number 3, Gilbert Farrell, theft. Where do you live, Gilbert?
4556 and a half Franklin Street.
Well, what's that? Hotel, apartment house, room, what?
Sort of a motel and court.
How long you live there?
6 months, maybe 7.
What do you do for a living?
I'm looking for a job.
What kind of a job?
Well, yeah, there's something around gym, or maybe training boxers or something.
Is that your profession?
Yeah, well, I know something about it.
That why you hang around the 12th Street gym?
Yeah, that's why. Any harm in that?
There is if you happen to walk off with 4 sets of boxing gloves.
Oh, I can do anything like... I don't have to do anything like...
Oh, you have a source of income even though you aren't working?
Well, sure, I get comp.
Compensation? You mean unemployment compensation?
Yeah, the greatest thing I've ever done in this country. It gives a man time to relax, to take a blow and look things over.
All right, Gilbert, all right. Slide down to the end of the line. Number 4, Howard 30.
Matt?
Huh? Oh, hello, Ben.
You know Barbara Patton, man?
Oh, sure.
Hello, Sergeant.
Well, I'm sorry you couldn't identify one of those men.
So am I.
Matt, take Barbara down and show her the mug file. Maybe she can spot him there.
Okay.
Ash and Quine have the other girls there, too. You still feel all right, Barbara? Not tired?
Oh, fine, Lieutenant. Honest.
Okay, Matt. I'll be with Captain Waldo if you want me.
Right. Let's go, Barbara.
Hope I'll see you later, Lieutenant.
You will. Night.
Oh, Ben.
All right, Bill. Ran through 65 tonight. Nothing.
Oh, relax, Ben.
Yeah.
You think any of these 4 girls would recognize him if they did see him?
It's hard to say. He's quick, and it's always late at night. None of them saw his face, just his back, and only for a second. Descriptions don't jibe. He was tall, he was medium, he was heavy, he was slender.
Well, I'll have the boys keep hauling them in. We can't pass up any possibility. Majestic Theater manager called me again a little while ago.
Well, I've still got 3 men in and around the theater every night. His help looks okay. None of them get off before 12:30, and these jobs have all happened between 10:30 and 12.
Each of these girls went to a late movie at the Majestic Theater alone. After the show, they came out, waited for a bus or streetcar, and someone passed them on the street and jabbed them with an ice pick. We're lucky none of them have been seriously injured.
No, our luck can't hold out. He's going to hurt someone bad one of these days.
We got to get him, Ben. Complaints are piling up by the hour. I want you to drop everything else you've been working on. Same goes for Matt, Asher, and Quine, Murphy, anybody else you need.
Okay.
I want plainclothesmen covering that entire area and as many auxiliary cars as we can spare. Maybe if we put the heat on, he'll hang up his ice pick for the season.
You know, Bill, I don't think this bird cares one way or another what we do.
Yeah, I'm afraid you're right.
Morning, Ben. We too early?
No, Matt, come on in. I think we both met Dr. Rourke one time or another. The doctor, Sergeant Graham.
Nice to see you again, Doctor.
Same here, Sergeant.
Sergeant Quine.
Oh, I remember you on that book salesman thing, Sergeant.
Yeah, that's right.
Captain Waldo can't get down for this, so grab some chairs, boys, and make yourselves comfortable. Well, we've picked up over 300 suspects in these ice-pick stabbings. No identifications. We haven't had any luck in the mug files. What's more, I don't think we're going to have any luck. So Dr. Rourke's here to give us some of his ideas.
I hope I can do you some good, Lieutenant. Okay?
Sure, go ahead.
2 questions here, gentlemen. What kind of man would accost a young girl on a crowded street, jab her with an ice pick, then flee? And the other, why would he do it?
Well, we know it isn't for money. The girls haven't been robbed.
And they aren't attack cases.
No. And there's only one other conclusion about him. He's pathological. An overt sadist. I've gone over the complaint reports, and I've interviewed all the girls. But these kids have been mighty lucky. None of them have been struck in a vital place. The fleshy part of the arm or leg or thigh. In one case, the calf of the leg.
Well, all of the victims have been about the same age, between 19 and 23. Do you think this has a bearing on it?
Oh, yes, very much so. I doubt if he'd attack an older woman. There are indications that he might select his victims beforehand in some manner or another and actually talk with them and know something about them.
You mean long enough so they'd appeal to him in this way?
Well, that's about it. Another point. He always operates under the cover of darkness on a crowded street. Lieutenant Guthrie has suggested we look for a man whose working hours fit into this schedule. I agree with him.
Maybe he works someplace where he meets these girls.
Well, it couldn't be in their neighborhoods. They live in different parts of the city. So it must be where he works or hangs out.
Could be. Now, I have here some other points that you can think over. I believe your suspect will be agile, possibly indicating he's young. He may be a frustrated artist or sculptor or medical student. His taste will probably be aesthetic. He'll be the first to tell you he doesn't belong where he is, that he's meant for something much better. Any questions?
But do you think he'd admit these things, Doctor, if we get him?
Well, that depends entirely on his particular personality makeup. He might. On the other hand, he might claim an hysterical fugue and remember nothing about his actions at the time of commission.
Any more questions? Okay, Doctor, that's about it.
Well, when you get him, we've got a place all reserved for him at the county hospital.
Of 518 at the corner of Madison and Colfax.
Hey, that's some sign, huh?
UAR 1045.
How'd they get the smoke to come out in rings?
27, a 211,
some kind of
and
blower,
an
I guess.
at All Night Market, 14 Sheridan.
Molly still with the cold?
Oh, you said it.
There now.
Up half the night last night. Couldn't breathe. I think I'm coming down, too.
All units,
that's always the way.
The 211
I was going to ask Rourke about
Sheridan.
that. Maybe it's psychosomatic. Think so?
Everything else is. Why not?
5 Frank.
Probably right.
Dark blue or black. Late model Chevrolet.
Take it around here, man.
3-5 Frank.
This park looks pretty in the daytime, but it gives a guy a lot of running space at night.
Occupants unknown. All units, area H, ADW, 16th and Curtis. Ambulance is on the way.
Yeah, there's one street over.
All units, area H, ADW, 16th and Curtis.
That them ahead?
Yeah, by the bus stop. Asher's on.
Yeah.
Hello, Ben. We got another one. His name is Virginia Plunkett.
You call in?
Yeah, the whole area's covered.
All right, let's take a look.
All right. Yep. All right, all you people, let's get back. Come on, keep it back.
I wasn't doing anything, honest. I was just...
Yeah, well, we know it's going to be all right.
Why would he do that to me? Why?
Any of you people with her see anything?
Moving, will you?
Does it hurt pretty bad, Virginia?
No, not so bad. I mean, I didn't even know it happened for a minute or two, and then it hurt.
Did you see him? Did you get a good look at him?
I didn't see anybody. Why? Why did he do it to me?
Hi, Doc.
Oh, Ben. Hello, little lady. Now, let's have a look.
What's the matter? Is it bad?
Lie still, please. Ed, hand me that.
What are you going to do?
We don't want anything serious to happen to you. Here.
Oh,
Now, wasn't so bad, was it?
no.
All right, Ed.
Where are you taking me? What about my mother? Are you going to tell my mother? I wasn't supposed to go to the show tonight.
No. It'll be all right, little lady. It'll be all right. We'll take care of you. Ed, keep that end down.
When can we come and talk to her, Don?
Maybe tomorrow afternoon, next day.
That the soonest?
Yeah. She's the first one who's folded up.
Oh.
Afraid it touched her spinal cord, Ben. This kid may never walk again.
Got any plans this Saturday night? Well, don't make any that don't include yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and Gangbusters on CBS Radio. You'll want the full details when Edmund O'Brien, as insurance sleuth Johnny Dollar, looks into the case of a policyholder who liked to feed birds. And you'll want to hear Gangbusters chase some speeding bank robbers plaguing Maryland State Police. Enjoy both these mystery shows this Saturday on most of these same CBS radio stations.
Still in surgery.
Her mother came over. Told us Virginia won the Charleston contest last week. Ain't that something?
Yeah. Do they have any money?
Just what Virginia makes working in the dime store.
There's an army doctor working with Gerson. Maybe the two of them can straighten it out. Pick up anybody?
A witness, Soda Looney. You two want to get some coffee before you meet him?
No. How about you, man?
No.
No, he's in your office, Ben. Crockett's with him. His name's Edmund Patchak. Sells papers at 16th in California.
Hi.
Hello, Mr. Patchak. My name's Guthrie. This is Sergeant Greb.
Glad to know you.
Mr. Patchak, would you mind telling Lieutenant Guthrie and Sergeant Greb what you told me?
Sure, why not?
I understand you saw the whole thing.
Ain't right. What this man's been going around doing, against the will of God.
Certainly is.
Against the laws of nature.
What did you see, Mr. Patchak?
I was selling my papers and praying tonight when it happened. The girl was very pretty. When I saw her come over toward the bus stop, I prayed for that girl's body and for her soul. And I pray now.
We know you did all that, Mr. Patchak. Could you tell us exactly what you saw?
And he crossed from in back of me. As the girl came toward me, he went toward her. Tall, big, husky fellow he was. The image of a god, with a devil all around him. He passed her. Quick he was, close. He passed her, and I saw his hand go out, and there was a pick in it. It came down quick. Oh, quick he was. The girl I was praying for kept walking for maybe another 10 feet. Then she screamed and fell. And I prayed for her.
Can you describe the man's face, Mr. Patchak?
I saw it. He didn't run away when it happened. He turned and waited for her to fall. And I saw his face.
Well, what kind of a face is it? Dark, light, mustache, what?
The devil's face.
What do you mean?
He walks the earth with...
You do any better, Quinn?
A devil.
No, thought I'd lay off till you came around.
You understand
That's about the way he gave it to me.
This man.
Well, at least he's sure he saw her. That's something.
Seriously, and
I'll get Asher and we'll keep working
I'll
on it.
pray for him.
Okay.
His face.
What?
Do you want it?
Yes. Where is it, Mr. Patchak?
I've seen him across from the theater in a white jacket. White. The color of evil.
White?
Where I go for my soup. A busboy in a white jacket.
Which one, Mr.
Cafeteria.
Patchak?
Yeah, Gaylord's Cafeteria. Be closed this time of night. Any of you fellas got a smoke for me?
I'm Jim Gaylord. Looking for me?
Yes, I'm Lieutenant Guthrie. This is Sergeant Graham.
How do you do? We can talk better in my office, Lieutenant.
Okay. Matt, better stay down here. Keep an eye on Patsy.
Right, Ben. This way, Lieutenant. When you called me this morning, I could hardly believe it, Lieutenant.
Well, we aren't certain of anything yet, Mr. Gaylord, but this is the best lead we've had so far in these cases.
I understand. Terrible things. What kind of a man would do it? What kind of a man?
Well, let's assume he's a pretty sick man, Mr. Gaylord. That his actions are prompted by a stimulus that you and I have never known.
Hard to look at it that way. But you, a police officer, I suppose you have to?
Yeah, I suppose I have to.
After you.
Thanks.
I have all the information you asked for right here. Here we are. All in all, we have 30 busboys. Some work full-time and some only 4-hour shifts.
Could you break that down?
Well, we open at 6 in the morning. Crew of 12 come on at that time, and they all stay until 3 in the afternoon. Now, here.
All right.
The next crew comes on at 11, and they go off at 4.
How many on that shift?
12. That means during the heavy lunch hour, we have 24 men on the floor clearing up.
And when does the next shift come on?
4 o'clock. 6 men working from 4 to 10. That's when we close. Our evening business is small. People prefer the cocktail lounge.
Can I see that list, too, please?
Of course.
Do you know any of these men, Mr. Gaylord?
I know who they are, and I recognize their faces.
Do you know anything about them?
I'm afraid I can't help you there, Lieutenant. I really don't. Some are kids in school. Some of them hold other part-time jobs. A busboy's a busboy around here, and we have a pretty fast turnover.
Will anyone quit in the last week or two?
No, haven't lost a boy for 2 months now. Keeping my fingers crossed.
Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to have these names and addresses for a couple of hours.
Now, you can keep it, Lieutenant. I have duplicates.
Well, thanks.
Anything else I can do?
Not right now, thanks. Well, maybe there is.
Oh?
Our witness is sitting downstairs having a bowl of soup right now. He'll probably be here most of the day. He may try to eat everything in sight.
I've noticed that old man before. I'm glad to see him getting a good meal for a change.
Well, give me the bill.
I'll pick up the tab, Lieutenant. I'm as anxious for you to get your man as anybody.
Okay. My men will be in the waiting room downstairs and at all doors. If you run across anything you think might help, I'd appreciate it if you go directly to them.
I will, of course. I have a daughter myself, just 19. And I read about that poor child last night. Terrible thing, Lieutenant. Something like that happened to Mary Jane. I don't know what I'd do.
Well, then you have a pretty good idea how bad we want to get this man. Oh, one thing more. Do you use ice picks here?
All the time for chipping ice.
Where do you keep them, Mr. Gaylord?
Why, every busboy carries his own.
Hi.
The second shift come on yet?
Yeah. Patchek's not doing so well.
Nothing, huh?
Nothing.
Oh, those lists you got from Gaylord. No records on any of them. I should talk to all the girls again. They all had something to eat here before they went to the movie.
Well, that helps. I was beginning to worry about Patchek.
You think maybe he told us a story to get something to eat?
Or a warm place to pray.
What about bringing the girls down here to look things over?
No, let's wait. None of them really saw much but his back. Patchek saw his face. No, he's still our best bet.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Matt. I'm your relief.
Oh, I'm glad. How do people stand it in a cafeteria for 8 hours every day?
Beat?
The noise. Come on, let's get out of here, Ben. Find a quiet place and have some lunch.
Okay. Hey, wait a minute.
Huh?
Patchek spotted somebody.
What? Oh, no.
Well, sure he has. Look at him. He's standing up.
I've been watching him for 3 hours, Ben. He does that every time they put something new on the menu.
Sure, Mr. Gaylord?
Oh, I'm positive. This is the last crew, and every one of them's here today.
And they're all out on the floor, Ben. What do you think?
Well, he's had time to look at all of them.
I've been hoping that he was wrong about it being one of my employees. He's always struck me as a very confused old man.
Yeah.
Hi, Ben.
Hi. Anything from downtown?
Rundowns on some of the men working this shift. Ryan's from McAllister, Oklahoma. Been here a couple of months. Told his landlady he plans on going to university next semester.
Medical school?
Didn't say. Steele's 24, married, couple of kids, lives in Arvada, has a filling station job when he isn't here. He's trying to buy a house. Serving nothing. Lives in a boarding house, works with weights. Carger's over at the gym talking to people.
What about the others?
I'm waiting for a phone call now.
Okay. Look, tell him to keep on that anatomy angle. I think it's the best.
Right.
Come on, man.
Anything more, Lieutenant?
No, we'll call you if anything comes up, Mr. Galen.
All right, you have my number.
Hi.
Huh? Oh, hello, Lieutenant.
Mind if we sit down?
No.
Well, it's 3:30, Mr. Patchett. You've been here all day long.
True. Got to get to my papers and my plane soon. Way behind with all this commotion today.
We're all way behind, Mr. Patchett.
Yeah, we didn't ask you to come here just to
Oh,
eat.
wait a minute.
I remember why I'm here.
Well, Mr. Patchett, you've seen all of the men who work here.
Yes. Strong men, most of them. Some weak and doomed.
You looked them over carefully?
Oh, yes.
We've been hoping you'd recognize one of them.
That?
You remember what you told us last night about the man you knew in the white jacket? Well, Mr. Patchett?
I'll pray for him.
Well, have you seen the man we're looking for today?
I must have if he works here.
You don't remember him now, is that it?
It's a hard thing you ask of me. To find one face in all these faces.
Are you sure that's it? Would you know the face?
I know the face, Lieutenant.
Well?
Ever since the face appeared, I've been wondering how to say this thing to you, Lieutenant Guthrie.
You mean the man's here now, in this place?
Oh, well, what'll happen to him? Will he be punished?
He'll be examined. I can't say what'll happen after that. Tell us who he is, Mr. Patchett.
Should I?
You told us yourself he's acted against God's will and the law of nature. I think you should.
Should I?
If you believe what you say about the violation of these laws, Mr. Patchett.
One man on the balcony. That is the face I saw with the pointed steel.
Which one is he?
By the water glasses.
That's Ryan. Ray Ryan. Worked here a couple of months.
I did right. I didn't kill myself doing this.
Patchett come through?
Yeah, take care of him. My man's up there.
Okay.
He's some witness.
Yeah. Ryan?
Huh?
I'd like to talk to you, son.
Huh? What about?
We're police officers.
Police officers?
Yeah. You have a coat? We want you to come downtown with us.
Well, why should I? I haven't done anything.
You've been identified as the man who's been using an ice pick on several women in town.
Oh, I read about that. Well, why would I do a thing like that?
Don't you know?
No, I don't. I don't know.
Well, we'll talk it over downtown.
Wait a minute.
No,
wait a minute. I don't have to go down there.
Give me the pick, Ray.
Don't come near me.
Ben?
Sure.
A revolver's a much better weapon than an ice pick, Ray. I'll use it if I have to. Right here. Well?
It is a better weapon.
Your right wrist.
Okay, come on.
Don't you have to have some proof to take me into custody?
We just said we had a witness.
One of those girls saw my face?
No, just someone who prays for you.
Where before you pass the innocent, the vagrant, the thief, the murderer. Listen again next week when we again bring you The Lineup.
May I have your attention, please? You people out there on the other side of the wire in the audience room, may I have your attention, please? Thank you. My name is Greb, Sergeant Matt Greb. I'll explain the lineup to you. Each of the suspects you will see will be numbered. I'll call out the
starring Bill Johnstone as Lieutenant Ben Guthrie and Wally Mayer as Sergeant Matt Grebb, was written by E. Jack Newman with music composed and conducted by Eddie Dunstetter. Featured in tonight's cast were Hy Everback, Barbara Whiting, Junius Matthews, Virginia Gregg, Harry Lang, Herb Butterfield, and Sidney Miller. The lineup is produced and directed by Jaime Del Valle. The best fun-making from Arthur Godfrey's daytime shows on CBS Radio. That's what you hear every Sunday afternoon on most of these same CBS radio stations when King Arthur Godfrey and his round table holds court. Dan Coverly speaking. And remember, you enjoy Grand Central Station every Saturday in the daytime hours on the CBS Radio Network.
Welcome back. Definitely a very chilling episode. The scene with the girl who had been stamped was very dramatic, and I thought very powerfully done. All right, well, now we turn to some listener comments and feedback. And we had a question over on Facebook, and it was regarding Ed Begley. Thelma says, I noticed that in the show The Lineup, one of the people in the show is Ed Begley, is his son, Ed Begley Jr., the actor. Indeed, his son is Ed Begley Jr. Ed Begley Sr. was probably the role I'm most associated with, was the role of the bigoted juror number 10 in 12 Angry Men. But he had a very rich career as a long-time character actor. And then we have a review from the iTunes store. Ashton MC88 writes regarding the app. I love the app. I wish it had a little better variety in shows. Some of my favorites aren't on here. Richard Diamond, Sam Spade, Philip Marlowe. But overall, a great app. I use it on my iPhone and iPad. Philip Marlowe is coming in 46 weeks, maybe a little bit of it in 44. I do think some folks have, I guess in the words of Jimmy Durante, gotten under a misapprehension. Not knowing that, this is a podcast that goes through the app. And so, we can only do so many shows at a time. And the longer shows, like the ones he listed, definitely present a challenge. But we've all got them on our big list of detective shows at biglist.greatdetectives.net. So, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, we'll get to them in due time. All right, well, that will actually do it for this week. We will be back on Monday with yours truly, Johnny Dollar. In the meantime, send your comments to box13 at greatdetectives.net. Follow us on Twitter, Radio Detectives, and become one of our friends on Facebook, facebook.com/Radio Detectives. From Boise, Idaho, this is your host, Adam Graham, signing off.